Yeah, well, how old? Wait, give me a second. We gotta hear Nadja. Yo. It's, I always say like, oh, I fixed it. And then immediately, the minute that I say that, it breaks.
Anytime I do anything with audio or anything like streaming related,
Okay.
I have set everything up. Everything is so good. And then the moment I go live, everything is just like, oh, yeah, we're not gonna work anymore.
Okay, I'm 90% sure we can hear Nadja now.
90% sure. That's awesome.
90% sure, yeah.
Shout, like, if you don't hear me or anything like that, like, just let Maple know and she will fix it.
I will do my best.
Maple is a champion. Like, she will fix it.
Yes.
But I mean, yeah, like it's been quite a long time. Like I've missed talking with you so much. So like it's been so long.
I know. Well, it was probably our last stream together that we actually got a chance to talk, right?
Yeah. Like we just, but that was like almost like 2 months ago. Like that's insane.
It was.
I mean, like it was in the beginning of August, and it's like the end of September now.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I still can't really wrap my head around that it's almost the end of September. I feel like it's still August.
Like I have not even realized that summer has passed yet.
Yeah.
Summer went so quickly, and like at least here in Sweden, like the best summer month was in May, which is like very like out of touch because usually it's like in July. But suddenly, like it was just super warm in May, and then like the summer just kind of passed because like June and July was kind of like, yeah, it was kind of good, but not great, you know. And then suddenly, all of a sudden, just September. Where did time go?
Yeah, we had a really cold summer here too, so it's like it never really became summer. It was for like a few days, and then it was September. And now it's the end of September.
Like when someone said like, oh, it's gonna be Christmas in 3 months, but like my brain just stopped working. I was like, what do you mean?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and everybody's getting Halloween stuff out, and that's the
yeah,
big...
Halloween is like in like a month. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And you guys are so big on like celebrating Halloween because like Halloween here is not super like we celebrate it, but like it's not like this huge thing like it is in the US because like I see like for Halloween and for Christmas you guys go crazy.
Oh yes. I even feel like people have turned it down for Halloween too. I remember growing up, it was always an entire like, as soon as like every single street, there's groups of kids going door to door to like get candy and stuff. But now like
Yeah.
people hardly do that. But decorations are still like a big thing for people.
I mean, like for us, like going door to door, like we kind of, I mean, we did that when I was younger as well. Like we kind of got like our witch costumes out and just went door to door. I was just like, oh yeah, we're just gonna like go out and like get some candy or
Some
like
candy from some
stuff like that.
strangers.
But I mean, we usually just went around in our neighborhood because like Swedes are awkward as hell. So like we don't talk to people. That's not a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it is a weird thing if you think about it.
And hello, Richter. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for
hello.
joining.
And thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, you're at 90 followers right now. That's awesome.
Yeah, finally. It's the one thing that's like kind of been weirdly lagging on. Not that I was expecting to get a ton of followers, it's just like, oh, okay.
I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know like how it even works, because like sometimes you just get like so much support from people, and sometimes it's like it's not changing for months. But like not that
Yeah.
I'm like minding that or anything. Like it's just really like I like the steady growth. Like I would rather take like the growth being like slow but steady instead of like blowing up and everything is just like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm feeling like very, very overwhelmed at this.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 more and I'll be in triple digits. I guess I'll do something. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh yeah. I mean, I haven't planned anything for like, I mean, I'm also close to 100 followers, and like, I mean, it's like, oh yeah, I should probably do something, but I haven't planned anything.
Yeah, well, I completely forgot to do something for hitting affiliate. Which that's like a big, that's actually like a big milestone. I probably should still do something. Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, like, why not? Like, who says you cannot celebrate afterwards, you know?
That's true. That's true. Oh no, ad jail. You got ads.
Oh, Chat is an ad jail.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Sad. Not for YouTube though. That's right. By the way, I am multi-streaming too, so.
You're multi-streaming? Okay, okay.
You get to see people from YouTube and Twitch.
Oh, did they add that? Like that it gets merged with you, like YouTube?
They made it so it's okay to do that, but you can't like merge chats still.
Okay.
So, which is lame, but I'm getting by. It seems to be fine.
Like I always wonder like how like this multi-streaming work, because I know you have done it quite a lot like since you started on YouTube and then just moved to like Twitch, like streaming on Twitch as well. I mean, it's like, girl, how do you do that? Like I have no idea.
Oh, that's over. Yeah, there's just a plugin for OBS that lets you set up Twitch, and you press a button, or you remember to press a button, and it streams in both.
Pressing buttons are hard.
Well, I almost forgot this stream to press the button for Twitch, which would have been awkward.
Just a little bit,
Just
but
a
you're like,
little
I mean, we're totally fine. But I mean, like, I saw that you did a karaoke stream as well for like your 1 year anniversary. Like, how did that go? I'm sorry I didn't enjoy it. Like, it was super early.
No worries. It's 8 o'clock Pacific is a tough time for everybody, but it went really good.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't hurt my voice, which is a success, but I had a lot of fun. We hung out a bit and I sang Smash Mouth, so.
I mean, that's awesome. I mean, because I'm just like happy when I see like my friends like get into like their 1 year anniversaries or like just celebrating stuff that they have achieved.
Hmm.
Like it makes me super happy. I mean, just the
Yeah.
thing of like we almost being of like 100 followers, that feels kind of like insane when thinking about it because like it feels like we've come so far in such a short amount of time. You know, at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I was mentioning it on my Discord earlier that it's like, I don't know, I didn't expect anybody to watch my dumb streams. Me not being able to manage menus in video games and generally not knowing what I'm doing. So the fact that it can be called a community is pretty cool.
I mean, I just love like hanging out with you because it's just like we have just the same kind of energy of like dumb bitch energy. I love it
Yes.
because anytime we just like hang out or anything like that, or I'm confused, and we're always like, I'm always confused. Like let's just like this is just a fake.
Oh my gosh, I still think about when we were playing that escape room and I was just breaking everything. I still
That
laugh
was so
about that
much
to
fun though.
myself. That was fun.
Maple letting out her wild side for once. Just
It wasn't even on
breaking everything.
purpose. I was just trying to move things and then I broke a window.
And it was just like I just turned around for 1 second and then everything was just on the floor, scattered and broken. I was like, babe, what will you do?
I was solving puzzles. It's my genius at play.
Being a super detective, like nothing could have stopped her.
Yes. Yeah, but that
that stream like with the escape room, that was so much fun though. Like I
it
actually love that
was.
a lot.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. I'll have to play some more. We'll have to play some more escape room if you're down for it.
I would be so down for that actually. Like because like it's just the combination of us just going like me trying to be rational, trying to like solve the puzzle, and you in your chaotic corner
Throwing
going
stuff
around being
across
like,
the
oh yeah, what
room.
is this?
Yeah.
But then like everything is just kind of like I know how to solve it, and then you come with the solution. Like I feel like that mixed very well.
It was good. It was good vibes.
It definitely was. I mean, I just loved how you wanted to set everything on fire, and that was actually part of like the entire like storyline that you actually
And it
needed to set
worked.
everything on fire.
You couldn't burn the books though. I was mad.
Couldn't burn anything else. Like that was like the disappointment. Like
Yeah.
I am disappointed in my days for it.
Pretty much. It's like that would have been such a fun ending, like a secret ending, like you burnt down the house.
Like we got out of here, but this house is cursed, so we're just gonna burn it down.
But no, I was gonna say that does translate from real life because I break things and I'm super clumsy in real life.
But I am that as well. Like as I said, my father calls me the destruction because somehow I tend to break stuff, and he's just like, Nadja, for fuck's sake, can you stop breaking stuff? And it's like, but I'm clumsy though. Like I think not.
It's not on purpose, at least.
I mean, usually it's not.
I hope it's not on purpose, Nadja.
It's not though. Like this one morning, for instance, like this week, I was just gonna go outside and like like go to like uni, and I opened the door and like the door got caught by the wind, so it like just crashed into the window we have at the porch, and like it left like a marking on the door that's just like rusted everything up because like like the metal thing that you put into the door,
Right.
like not the door, the window to make it stay open, it was out, so like that just scratched into the door, and I was like, oh god, that was not me.
Oh, I feel that. I really do. Yeah, well, like, usually also with me, I'll end up either stubbing my toe. That's a common occurrence, stubbing my toe, or like...
Oh no, that hurts so much.
I did today on like an office chair and it still hurts.
No.
But yeah, and then before, I don't know if I told you or I don't know if I tweeted it out either. I had to get stitches because
Stitch it, girl. What do you do? Huh?
okay, so I was putting up some like soundproofing foam on my wall and I was using this like glue tape or something and it came in this roll and I couldn't find the scissors, so I had like a box cutter. I was cutting away, but it just the way how I was holding it, it like caught my middle finger and gave me a pretty good like gash. And like, so I had to like awkwardly go up to my dad's office and be like, hey, I need to go get stitches. Can you drive me?
Oh my god.
And so we drove around for like an hour because all of the walk-in clinics around us were closed.
No. Like, was it in the middle of the night or like was it really
It
early?
wasn't
Like...
even that late. It was like 7 in the evening. But they were just all closed for some reason. And we went to 3 different ones. And then finally we were just like, okay, I'm just gonna go to the ER. Like it wasn't...
No, that's so bad.
It wasn't even like an emergency. I still needed to get stitches, but it just felt weird going to the ER for that. And so yeah, I went to the ER and then I almost passed out when they gave me the what's it called? Lidocaine? Is like the numbing injection. Like injected me and then I almost passed out because I guess my body went into like a shock or something. So
What the fuck?
so like yeah, that happened. And so now it's been a couple weeks. And then again, I was gonna get them removed today, but then the clinics were closed again. So I couldn't.
Ain't no way.
So I'm gonna try again tomorrow and hopefully get these out, or else I'm just gonna pull them out myself.
Girl, don't you dare pull them out yourself.
I'm so tempted though. I'm so tempted.
No, like I feel like with your kind of luck, you will end up like ripping it apart or something, and you will actually need to go to the ER.
No, I'll get the knife that I used that I accidentally cut myself with, and I'll just use those.
Calm down,
No.
okay? We are using no knives to take care of our stitches, okay? Let the professionals do that.
Fine. But I don't know what I'll do if they end up being closed again. I guess go back to the ER.
Doesn't they have like any like opening hours where like it says on like a website or something? Like, or is it like in the US like it's very different like opening hours?
No, they do. I even made like before we just thought like, oh, it was a Sunday, so I was like, oh, they're probably just closed because they're the walk-in clinics kind of, or the ones that we have in our town, are more like their own businesses than like a part of the hospital stuff or something. But like for today, I actually made an appointment, but for some reason it didn't tell me that they were going to be closed. So I drove up to the clinic and like the door was locked and it was all dark in there. And I was just like, I guess I'm not getting these removed today.
Oh my god, that's kind of awkward being like, oh, like I made an appointment though? Question mark.
Yeah, I don't understand what happened. And then they canceled it an hour later. Which is a little insulting, but
like it's literally like, you're not getting treatment today.
But yeah, that was my first time getting stitches though. Surprisingly.
Okay, at least that's good. Like I've gotten a lot of stitches, but that's usually more because of like surgeries.
Yeah, I was generally Well, no, I was a danger child, definitely. But I never like broke a bone or got stitches until now, so.
But I mean, girl, tell me why when I was like 6 years old. I mean, I was just running around, walking up the stairs and things like that, not having a care in the world,
Mm-hmm.
as I should. And then suddenly, my left hip is dislocated out of nowhere,
What?
and I was like, I didn't do anything. I was just vibing, and I didn't even feel that it was like a pain or anything like that. It was not until like my mom was like, Nadja, your your leg looks a little bit weird. It was like, what do you mean? I don't notice anything.
You didn't
And
feel
we went to
pain?
like the hospital, and it was like dislocated, and they were like, oh, we need to do surgery on this. And we're like, oh really? So then we need to do surgery on my hip to make it like be like fine. But like, oh my god, my hips like, holy shit, like, because like then like a little time later, like the right hip dislocated, and like they were like, oh, we need to do surgery on this as well. And like I swear to God, my hips have dislocated like 3 different times on like each hip, and I was like, what is this? What, like, buddy, what do you have against me? I'm just trying to vibe.
That's amazing. That's honestly impressive, Nadja. Especially that you didn't like feel pain too. I would have thought that would have been really painful.
I mean, honestly, like the doctors were kind of amazed. They were like, are you sure that you're right? Because this should hurt.
Yeah. Also, hi, Ai. Welcome.
Hi, welcome.
Yeah, I never dislocated anything either. I've sprained lots of things, especially my wrists, but nothing dislocated yet. Yet.
Yet, she says, with quite a big amount of confidence.
Yeah. Well, you know, there's always the future.
But I feel like the worst amount of like anything I've taken out of my body is pretty much like when I need to do surgery for my left foot, because like my left foot has been kind of like I don't know, like it's been growing like weirdly. It has never like been like truly straight. So like they were like, oh, we're just gonna straighten it out. But then to do that, they needed to put like needles, or like maybe not needles, but like steel plates into like my Achilles heel. Like and they put like 3 of those in there, and then when it was time to take that out, the doctor, he was kind of joking. He was like, oh yeah, but like it will not hurt that much, it will just feel like you were bit by like an ant or something. And then he just proceeded to pull it out, and I've never felt that immense pain in my entire life. I was just like straight out screaming, like I was like 12 years old or something.
Oh my gosh.
And, like it was my dad that had followed me to this appointment as well, because usually it's my mom, and he was so stressed. He was like, oh God, what should I do? Like that like I feel so bad. And like the doctor, after he realized how much pain I was in, he was like, he felt so bad as well. He was like, oh God, I'm so sorry. Like, take all of the ice cream that you want. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry that much.
Just have the whole jar of lollipops. Like, it's okay.
Right, I got so much candy from that. He was so sorry.
Oh man, they didn't give you like anything for the pain?
I mean, they did like afterwards, but like during like the entire procedure, they just kind of like YOLO'd and pulled everything out.
Wow, that's surprising. Because whenever I haven't had to do too many surgeries, thankfully, but they've always like thrown a ton of drugs at me, which could just be the American healthcare system, but
I mean, honestly, they kind of do that as well. But I just remember that I'm really allergic to one of the like one of the painkillers, because like I remember like having taken one of those like that they feed you in a drop for the drug killers, and like everything is like became super itchy, and like we couldn't for the life of us figure out what it was until we realized it was that.
Yeah, they probably want to be safe with that.
Yeah, I mean it's probably that. So, I mean I don't blame them at all, but like oh
Mhm.
my god, the pain was intense. And like I say that and like I have like very high pain tolerance as you can imagine from like dislocating my hip and being like, oh yeah, this is fine.
Right. Ah, that sounds awful. Well, I hope I won't have to have that happen.
I mean you should be totally fine though.
Yeah. I think the biggest surgery I had was getting my wisdom teeth out.
Oh, but that hurts so much though.
They gave me so much drugs though. They gave me all of it and some. I remember I even like after a few weeks I felt fine and I had some left over.
I mean at least that's good. I mean like as long as they don't charge you like a shit ton for the drugs, like
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of sad though. I don't have any like funny like wisdom tooth stories like when I was like getting off of the right getting out of it. I think I was just knocked out and chill. I watched Lord of the Rings with my dad. Do love some leftover drugs, yeah.
I love how you guys just have like casual like leftover drugs from like your like appointments and stuff. Like they gave me so much drugs. I just have anything in the spare.
Yeah. Well, you never know when you might need some when you're having a stressful day.
You're having some stressful days and then you just chug some drugs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they don't expire.
Are we sure about that?
For clarity, they do definitely expire. That was a joke. Also, don't do drugs.
You want to be cool now, something with friends and poo.
That's how you get an addiction. Which is no laughing matter, but you know. Anyways, maybe we should move on from this topic.
Like it's kind of like I love when everything just derails and we just like get into random ass topics because it's just like how did we get here? Like wait, how did we get to this point?
To prescription drugs.
But yeah.
Are you playing are you gonna play the new Legend of Zelda game next week?
Oh, I really want to, but I don't have anything like to play it on. I'm so like I'm like I really want to play it.
Shoot, yeah, because it looks so fun. Get to finally play as Zelda. I'm so happy.
Like oh my god, like I remember that one time in like in my old Discord server, like in my old Discord server, like on my private side of things when I was like hanging out with friends, and like this is just a core memory of just being like because they were discussing like Zelda and like me and another friend we were like Zelda, but you mean like the main character, right? And we're like yeah, the main character, and it's just like yeah, but like you mean the main guy character, right? And we're like. They were judging us so hard. They were like, no, that's like, like we were just freaking out. Like I've been lied to my entire life. I thought it was Zelda. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's not named Zelda?
It makes sense because like you don't see Zelda for like the entire game and all of those, so like it does make sense. I do understand getting confused about it.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Like, it was just so funny though because they were just freaking out so hard that we didn't know that the main character was not named like Zelda. Like, it was like. But I mean, yeah, I do want to get into the entire like Zelda franchise though because I haven't actually played that much of it because like I do need to get into that though. Like that's on my bucket list for like games to like stream later on when everything is fixed. So like I have several franchises I just really want to get into, like Zelda, Final Fantasy, and like things
Yeah.
like that that I feel like I'm missing out on. I am so like behind on this.
Yeah, I absolutely love Legend of Zelda games. Final Fantasy is another one that is the same. Like I've been meaning to play them. I haven't, and they look really fun. So, and people seem to like them. So,
I mean, yeah, it's always stuff with like the cold classics of everyone being like, oh, but it's so good, and it's just like I need to see what the hype is about, you know?
there's so many though. That's my only complaint is that there's so many.
It's way too many. It's way too long. Like, do you want me to dedicate all of this time to this one franchise?
It's the same thing with whenever I talk to people about like One Piece, it's like it's too much. I'm not gonna watch that.
Like,
no, it's too much.
No, it's not.
How many episodes are there, Nadja?
Like 1,100 something.
That is one too many. I can barely get through a 24 episode like anime. I don't think I can manage over 1,000.
But like it's kind of like when you start getting into One Piece and then you start realizing that One Piece, like in contrast to like One Piece is actually just way too short. And I know that sounds super strange to say because everyone is like, it's way too long, and but no, it like listen, it's way too short actually. The story is just beginning. I'm just so sad. Like let me be. Like it's so short.
I get it. But no, I would be interested in it, because I watched the, I've never watched it before, but I watched the Netflix live action with my parents because they were oddly interested in it. They're not super into anime, but they saw it and they were like, this looks super weird, let's watch it. And it was really good.
Yeah, I still need to like finish everything because I've only watched like 2 episodes or something. But like so far it was like really nice. I really appreciated how they have made like adapted the story and everything like that. And just like, I mean, I don't know, like me, Tones, and you, we should just sit down and watch One Piece because like Tones is also like you know, a huge nerd of One Piece.
Oh yeah, he's been trying to get me to watch One Piece for ages now.
But like we should though. That should be like our goal to get you into One Piece. One Piece is so good.
All right, one of these days, okay. Just sit down and watch a 1/10 of it. Not even. I don't. We're gonna get through like 10 episodes, and I'll be like, how many more of these?
Especially when you struggle to get through like a 24 episode anime and then suddenly like you have this mountain of episodes just being like, oh yeah, well, how about like 1,100?
Well, okay, but here's the other thing me and Tones were talking about. Would we watch the fillers? Is there filler in One Piece? I'm assuming there is.
There is filler in One Piece, yeah. I mean, I would personally say that the only filler that's actually worth watching is the G7 fillers because that's funny as fuck. But I mean, otherwise, I would just honestly skip like all of the fillers. Like I do the same for like long running like Bleach, Naruto, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like because like I still need to sit down and watch Naruto. Like I can't believe I've been an anime fan for like 12 years and I still haven't watched Naruto.
Look, even I watched Naruto. Well, Shippuden, not OG Naruto, but that's what I did with Naruto is I just skipped because you could find the rhythm of it of like every other season pretty much was filler, and so I would just skip it and get all the good bits, and I thought it was great.
I mean, honestly though, that's so based because I mean like Naruto especially have so much filler. Like imagine sitting through everything of it.
So much, and it's really dumb filler too, if I can say that. It's like I forget what episodes exactly, but there was this really big giant like plot twisting fight or story arc, and then the jump into the filler is so jarring. Like it's recovering
no.
from like this whole battle and everybody's like, oh, we need to get everything back together. Oh, hey, remember that one time we went to like this really weird cat city and then flashes back to this random 10 episode arc that nobody cared
Yeah.
about.
That's actually insane because like Bleach have the same kind of problem though. I remember being like, I was watching Bleach and like this huge fight was coming out. I was so excited because like this, like it was a build up of the build up of the build up, and we finally got to that fight. And as soon as we reached the climax of that fight, suddenly it just goes into filler, and suddenly they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go to the beach. We're just gonna relax." It's like, hello.
It's such a kill, like when you finally get into it, yeah. And I understand why it happens, but it's still like annoying.
Oh yeah, but that made me furious. I was like, ain't no way I'm watching this when I was in the middle of like the climax.
Yeah, and I can't imagine if you were going from like as episodes were being released to like when you don't have the option of skipping it and you have to sit through it and know that you have to wait another week to watch the next filler.
I would be so mad. Because I feel like I watched Bleach because like Bleach is something that I watched in dub, so like I didn't catch up with the dub of Bleach until like the very end, until like the last arc or something like that they adapted. So I mean, like for me, it wasn't even that bad, you know, because I was like I had to see and everything I wanted to see, and the last arc is just like it's canon, sure, but it's also like one of the weakest arcs in Bleach, so like I didn't mind it that much.
You remember this one season of Hero Academia started a 12 episode series practice battle. It stopped watching right there. Yeah. When it drags on too long, it makes it even worse. You seen 1,000-Year Blood War? I have not. I don't know what that is. Yeah,
the 1,000-Year Blood War is the continuation of Bleach. Like it's adapting like the next part of the series. I haven't actually watched it yet. Like shame on me. I haven't seen it yet. But I definitely need to get into a 1,000-Year Blood War. I'm so excited for that actually. And I do remember the practice battles for My Hero Academia as well. Like it was tedious. That was also like why I stopped watching it for such a long time. And then it was just like for AX, it was like, oh, but like we're gonna have this panel like with like, you know, like Deku's Japanese voice actor, all my Japanese voice actor, we're gonna have Mamoru Miyano there. And I was like, oh my god, I'm such a big fan girl. Oh my god. But I knew it was gonna be so many spoilers if I didn't catch up. So I was just like 60 episodes in a week? Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good time.
Yeah, I don't have the patience for for that. I think a lot of, I don't know, I always considered myself like a hipster when it comes to anime because I could never get into like popular things for some reason. Like it took a long time for me to even consider watching Naruto just because like I had zero interest.
I mean, that's totally fine though, because like if you don't have interest in something, it's very hard to get like into it. Like it's not kind of like you can't force it as well. Like that's also really bad.
Yeah, I was always more interested in finding like the really weird like hidden gems in anime.
Let me see. I'm gonna ask you for like your favorite underrated anime, just like, but like Shad is an ad break right now.
Darn. Dumb ads. Well, it'll give me enough time to pull up an actual list so I don't like my brain doesn't explode.
Just remembering all of the anime, like wait, what have I watched?
There's too much, like for real, actually.
I mean, I feel like when it comes to anime, I watched so much. Like, a lot of people complain of me being like, "Oh yeah, but you haven't seen this movie," and I was like, "Bro, I got into like the anime rabbit hole at like 12 years old.
Real,
like, I've seen so much anime."
it just becomes the world. All right, we're back from ads. No longer in
Awesome.
ad jail.
We were just discussing some more with anime. Like I was like, Maple, was your most underrated favorite gem of an anime? And she's pulling up her list. And it's like, wait, what is that?
I'm looking through because there are some good ones. I feel like. I'm getting a flood of like, oh, I remember this. Feeling so nostalgic. I think
I fucking love nostalgia though.
I think it's probably Tanaka-kun is listless. I think that's what it's called.
Oh yeah, I've seen like screenshots of that and like, but I've never actually sat down and watched it. I think it's like supposed to be a really good slice of life.
It's such a good slice of life. I absolutely adore it. It's very chill, and yeah, it's always what I look for.
So you're more drawn to like slice of life chill anime compared to like shonen battle?
Yes, definitely. I'm all into things that are just chill things. nothing stressful. Because I was into like, you know, Attack on Titan and a lot of the big stressful ones. But like after a while, it was just like, I think it was Code Geass. Code Geass,
yeah.
I was in the middle of that, and I won't give spoilers, but it's like, I just thought like, this is so stressful. Why am I watching this? And then,
but Code Geass is so good though. Like I was so addicted when I watched Code Geass, and like the climax of season 1 made me fucking rage quit. I was like, I need the next part now.
Yeah, but then like my brother spoiled the ending for me, which I was fine with, because I was kind of like on the fence of like whether or not I wanted to finish it. But I felt like the ending was gonna be like so depressing. I was like, why would I want to watch the rest of this?
But like the ending is so good though. Like even if you know what happens, like it has such a big meaning, and like it's actually beautiful. Like it's actually not that depressing. It's actually beautiful.
Maybe I didn't get the right version of it then, because I remember it being like really disappointing. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll have to give it a chance.
Yeah, like we should give it another shot. Like I haven't watched Code Geass in so many years, but it's really really good.
I'm definitely not. I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I remember it was super good. I just was like,
I get that though. Like it's just super stressful.
Yeah.
Like everyone is just like fighting and people are dying and it's just like,
it was like, okay, it's another episode. I wonder who's gonna die this time. Which lovable character do I really like is gonna die?
Right.
I says, unfortunately, I have a problem called only into rom-com anime, and it affects me every day. Pretty much same. Rom-coms I'm super into.
I mean, honestly though, rom-coms are so base. Like what's your favorite rom-com? I want to know.
I think it's the one that I can think of right now is My Next Life as a Villainess.
Oh my god, it's so good. I love it so much.
It's amazing. That's one I would read the manga of like over and over again.
Like it's the same kind of thing with like, if you have seen like how Liana ended up at the Duke's mansion. Like it's the same kind of like vibes. Oh, it's so good. But I mean, I'm just such a big like soft spot for like the entire like the entire like villainous subgenre.
Yes.
I love it so much.
Yes, I was really into reading manga for a while, and I would just go down the list of the villainous tag and just read everything. And it didn't matter how like recycled the themes and characters were, like I ate that up.
No, but honestly though, as soon as a new villainous anime comes out, I will watch that shit. I will enjoy that so much. I'm just like, yes, I'm living.
I love it. Yeah, it was kind of the same thing. Just like, I don't know, isekai in general, I have a weird soft spot for.
I mean, I feel like isekai is so like oversaturated at this point. Like it's kind of like I don't like it when it go into like, oh, you know, like the stereotypical like, oh, but he doesn't have any powers and suddenly he gets the strongest, or he is the strongest from the get-go.
Yeah.
But like I do like it a lot. Well, not like it's more like unique stories, and it's just like, I mean, like a good like isekai is like, I mean, I don't know, like at the top of my head, it's kind of like blank, but but I do like it when they're more unique and they have more stories to it.
Yeah, I can totally get that. I really enjoy it when they get weird with it. Like I like the really weird themes. You know, like I'm trying to think of a good example. But this is a good example, but I haven't watched or read this, but Reborn as a vending machine, like it's so weird, but I love that part of it. Like it's really oversaturated, but now it's just kind of like, okay, how far out can you take this now?
Like how crazy can you get with this? Yeah, I get that though, because like I saw that like title, like Reborn as a vending machine, and I was like, hey, no.
I don't know what it is about it. It's just like fascinating to me that they can take that plot, because they don't need to keep doing isekai. Like there's other themes out there, but they're sticking with it.
Like I feel like it was just kind of like with how Sword Art Online blew up in 2012. Ever since then, like everything have just been in a chokehold of like isekai.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, Sword Art Online. I haven't watched that in ages. I know they got more seasons to it, but I haven't brought myself to sitting down and facing that again.
I mean, honestly, same. I feel like I think I've only watched until like the second season of like Gun Gale Online.
Oh yeah.
But I haven't watched like the rest of it. But I know like everyone is like, oh, but it gets so good with like the Alexation arc and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, okay, I should watch it. And then I never do because I forget about it.
Oh, exactly. I think that's where I stopped, right after Gun Gale, which honestly, I know everybody hated it, but I really liked that season. I thought it was interesting.
I didn't mind it that much. I was kind of confused why everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is so bad."
No, yeah,
it's like did you guys see the second part of like this entire like show for the first season? What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was. Well, even the first season was so bizarre if you think about it, because they jumped into different like genres and like themes per episode. Like at one point it was like, okay, we gotta progress, we gotta figure out how to get out of here. Oh hey, it's a murder mystery now, isn't that fun? And then the next episode was like some other random girl, and it would jump around, so I don't know.
And then it's just suddenly like, oh, we're gonna be like husband and wife now. We're just gonna be chilling.
Okay, but that was super cute, so I give that a pass. But I do get that.
But it is cute, though. I agree with that. I like that a lot. Like, it was very cute.
What else have you been watching recently, or have you been watching anything recently?
Like, I feel like I burned myself out with the entire, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch so much My Hero Academia. I need to catch up with everything for AX. Let's go. But like, so I haven't been watching a lot of seasonals like right now because I'm also trying to like getting settled in with like uni work and stuff like that.
Right.
Because it's a lot of things, like a lot of new people, like a new environment, and just like getting to
Yeah.
get into the groove of like, wait, how do I study again?
Right. Yeah, I can get that. It's hard to find a time to sit down and like turn your brain off and watch something.
I mean, yeah, especially like you also have like work, and like
Hmm.
I know myself, like from working from 2 years, like getting home after work is like not a time, or like not an ideal time at least for me to be like, okay, now I'm gonna concentrate on like an
Yeah.
entire story.
No, I definitely need something dumb where I can turn my brain off, like streaming.
Yeah, but I enjoy streaming so much. That was why I was so happy,
Yeah.
like getting back this week and being like, you guys wanna do anything with me? And we were like, yeah.
Of course. It's rare. I was worried I wasn't gonna get to stream with you again because of dang
I
school.
mean, like I feel like you, Ekri, and Toads, like since you guys are like my oldest friends, I was like, you guys wanna do anything? Like immediately, like I will always have time for you guys.
Great, that's good. Because it's hard for me to find time, and I know my schedule is like so bizarre, where it's like literally only Saturdays I'm available to do things with people. Otherwise, it's like because of time zones, it's like 1 a.m. for other people, because I have to stream at like
Oh yeah.
8 my time. So, anyways, blah
I mean,
blah
that's
blah. I
usually the
lament about
way
my
it
job.
goes.
Sorry, go ahead.
Maple is a busy Maple after getting her job.
I am busy, and I even make myself busier because now I'm like, how can I fit in video editing to my schedule?
Oh God, girl.
There is a way. You're late to the conversation, but wanted to say that for a sec, I recommend ReZero or Drugstore in Another World. I didn't watch Drugstore in Another World, but I read the manga, and it's one that's like dumb, but I like.
But like it matches the energy perfectly though. Like sometimes it just needs to be fucking dumb.
Yeah, it's like, because there's not a lot of high stakes. Like, it's gonna be dumb. So like, who cares? That's great. I love it.
Honestly, like I should watch that though, because like that sounds really fun. Of just like turning your brain off and just being like, yeah, I'm just gonna watch some dumb shit.
Yeah. Everything works out. Like, the guy can solve every single problem miraculously, and it's great. That's how those work.
But also, yeah, I love ReZero though so much. Like ReZero is the opposite of that spectrum. It's very dark. Everyone's dying over and over and over again, but it's so good.
I need to watch it. It's one because I don't like to be on edge all the time. It's one I've been putting off because of that, because I know it gets dark, but also there's like cute femboy in it, so I'm like, okay, maybe I should watch it.
I love how the entire ambition is like cute femboys. I'm down.
It's a worthy sacrifice.
But honestly though, I love femboys. Like whenever an anime have femboys, I'm just like, I'm so down. I'm so down. Like, this is great. This is the best thing I've ever seen.
Need more.
It's like the best femboy in like all of the universe. Like one of my favorites at least is like the femboy from like My Team Romantic Comedy Snuffer, if you have seen that.
Oh yeah. What's his name? I remember that. Oh,
I don't remember his name, but I just remember he's the goated like character.
Yeah, he was so cute.
Love him so much. Like Snuffer is just one of my favorite like romantic comedies. Like because I know a lot of people don't like it just because like they feel like it's kind of slow and like a lot of dialogue, but
Mm.
like I love it so much.
Yeah, I thought it was really good too. I need to watch the last season of it because I know they finished it.
I need to watch the last season as well because like I watched it and then they kind of ended it on like a cliffhanger and then I got
Yeah.
mad and then I haven't continued now when they actually made the continuation.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I was kind of upset that they changed the art style in the anime because I really liked the first season's art style, but that's kind of getting nitpicky.
Yeah, I mean, like, I get that though, because like the first season's art style was really cute. I really enjoyed it, but like, I guess they wanted to bring it closer to like the light novels art style, so they were like, oh yeah, but we're gonna change it a little bit.
Right. Yeah, what else have I been watching? Well, I've been religiously watching Freyden.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I am in love with that series.
Like I have a few episodes left because I was also binging that for AX. Like, oh my god, I binged so much stuff for AX, it was insane. But I mean, I love it so much. Like just vtuberen and just like all of the characters and story and just like it's so good. Like I totally understand why it blew up the way it did. Like it's actually amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Hi Kim, hello. Yeah, and it's like whenever I'm trying to recommend it to people too, it sounds really boring, but like no, it's amazing.
But like I don't even think it sounds that like boring of being like, okay, but you have the elf and like she finishes her journey with her teammates and they defeat the demon lord. That's where the story begins, and then they break up, and then like because she's an elf, she just ages very slowly, so she watches most of her teammates die, and she gets new teammates. And to honor her old teammates and trying to understand humans more, she goes on this journey to like honor their memory and like see if like the demon lord will like reawaken or like the vampires and things like that. Like it's actually so good though.
Yeah, it is. And my goodness, they did such a good job with the animation and the sounds and everything. It's just really well done. And I always appreciate that in anime.
Like it's so beautiful. Like whenever something looks amazing, I just watch that and being like, whoa, this looks
Yeah.
incredible, but how much time did this make to take? Like,
Oh,
dude.
yeah. Yeah, because I don't even think they cheated, or I shouldn't say cheat, used 3D for a lot of it. I think they did for some of it, but for some of the fights, I
mean,
think that's
yeah, for some
traditional.
of it, yeah, but like most of it is like hand drawn, you know.
The teammates die. Yeah, yeah. It's not a spoiler though. It happens at the very beginning.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much like in episode 1. So, I mean, because like I find it super interesting though that Frieren actually starts from like quote unquote the end, where a lot of isekai would be like, oh yeah, but that was fun, that was the journey, and now it's just like, oh yeah, but it's gonna be beyond the journey and what happens after that.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I'm really hoping they continue. I'm sure they will. I think somebody mentioned somewhere that they were gonna make more seasons, but
I mean, with how massive of a success it is, like I would be honestly shocked if they didn't continue it.
yeah.
But I can totally understand if like to make the same kind of quality, like if they want to strive for like perfection,
Yeah,
they probably
for
would
sure.
need a lot of money to do that.
Oh, Kim on YouTube, how do you have 365 subs? You're so underrated. Oh, thank you. The super cute PNG tuber. That's Nadja. Love that blanket.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
me.
Thank you. Yeah, she is a super cute PNG tuber.
Yeah, thank you so much. Like, yeah, like I will have like I will have a new PNG like soon because my artist who made this one, she's updating it to like incorporate my new like updated design. So I'm really excited for that, and also
Nice.
getting like a new chibi model. So like
That's
everything like
great.
is in the work, but like everything just needs to be fixed because I have some computer issues right now.
That would help to have a good computer to run
Right?
things.
Like it would make my life so much easier.
Oh man, but yeah, I'm excited to see your chibi model. That's gonna be fun. I know
Oh yeah, I'm
you
so
sent
excited.
or you posted pictures of it.
Yeah. Like I'm so excited actually because it's super cute and like the rigging is just like amazing as well. Like everything just looks so
Nice.
good. So I can't wait to show you guys like everything that I've like, like planned and things like that.
Nice. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. Everybody's getting new models. Like I I keep seeing on Twitter like people doing model reveals. It's like, oh dang, that's awesome.
Yeah, everything is just like getting into place and like everything is just getting sorted. Like I'm so excited for like Acorns debut on Monday
Yeah,
as well.
I know. I'm planning on don't tell my employer. I'm planning on sneaking to be there, even if it's just lurking around.
Yeah. But honestly, based, I would probably do the same.
It's fine. We're super slow now, anyways.
I'm glad to hear that because I know you said before that like your employer like sometimes like everything was like super duper busy. So I'm glad that it's not as stressful anymore.
Yeah, well, it was weird. We were like in August, we were so busy and we were going through so much like orders and stuff. And then all of a sudden, like for the past 2 weeks, like I've been sitting around doing nothing and going through filing cabinets and organizing things all day. It's been so boring.
It's kind of just like I'm just pretending to find something to work so it looks like I'm working.
Pretty much. I don't know. I kind of wish I could be like, can I just go home? I want to stream instead of doing this. uh, Kim
But I mean,
says,
like the view that you gotta have when it's like a slow period, you're just kind of like, okay, but at least it's easy money, I guess.
yeah, that's the only reason. If it was like, yeah, that I get to sit there and do nothing for whatever an hour. Um,
Yeah. So I mean, like it's not that bad, but I do get that it gets super boring though because I remember like on slow periods at work as well, like when no one called ever, and like it didn't happen that often though, so I kind of missed it now because like the entire like year of that have been super stressful.
mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm,
I mean, just like the time when you can sit for like an entire day and take like what like 4 calls, that was slow. That was so slow.
right. Hi, Blue. Also, Kim says, sorry, this is a dumb question. It's not a dumb question. But do you like K-pop or J-pop? What's your opinion on it?
Oh my god, K-pop! I love K-pop so much. Like, don't get me started on K-pop. Oh my god, an entire
Oh,
rant.
we can get started. I don't listen to a ton of K-pop. I have a few songs I listen to, and then I'll usually just I have a small list of anime songs and random J-pop songs that I listen to.
Like, I'm such a big nerd, but I love so many like different K-pop groups. Like, because when it comes to K-pop, I was like in 2015, I was like, what? Like, I think like 16 question mark. I mean, I was just like getting like into like my new high school and getting into my new classmates and stuff, and there were these two girls in class. They were like one were a big BTS fan and the other one were a big EXO fan. And
Hmm.
at the time, BTS and EXO had like a huge like rivalry between them. So they were like, "Oh, Nadja, you should get into BTS. No, you should get into EXO. They're so much better." And I was like, I was just listening to like EXO and BTS and like BTS grabbed me a little bit more than EXO.
Hmm.
So I mean, I got really into BTS, and like that was how I became an army. Like it was before they blew up, because like BTS has become so big now, especially like
Right.
in the states
Yeah.
and things like that. but back then in 2015, it was before like they were like super big. So like it felt like a little night knit community, so to speak. Like the armies, which is their fandom name, weren't that big either. But like it's kind of been like super cool to like watch them go from underground artists from a small label to being like superstars. Like that's so cool.
That is cool. That's a nice thing to like witness, and like you feel a part of history, you know.
Yeah, but for sure. I mean, it was the same thing when like I think it was in like 2019. I went to their concert that they had in London, and like I was so lucky with that because like we had gone to the first day, and that was amazing. Like a BTS concert is always a good time. And we went to like we just had enough money to get tickets for the second day, and so we went to the ticket office, and they were like, oh yeah, but like to buy tickets you need to go to another ticket office. So we were kind of confused because that was the only ticket office they had on site on like on the arena.
Mm-hmm.
And so we found a guard and was like, oh, but like, do you know, like, we need to have some wheelchair tickets. Do you know where we can get that? And like, the guard was like, oh, you need wheelchair tickets? Yeah, sure. I can see what I can do for you. So he went inside, and like, and then it shortly came out, and he did a thumbs up, and then it went in again, and then it came in out again with like 2 wheelchair tickets and 2 assistant tickets, and he was like, oh, you like, girls, you're so lucky because these were like the last tickets of like the wheelchair tickets that we have, and like everything else is sold out.
Oh my
And then I
gosh.
was like, I literally had the money in my hand, and like I was like reaching to give him the money, and he gave me the tickets, and then he like just like smiled at me, winked at me, and was like, there you go, I don't need money for this. I was like, what do you mean?
Oh
What
my
do you mean?
gosh.
So I mean, I got BTS tickets for free, and then, like that concert was absolutely amazing though, because like their management had ordered so like the fans could sing "Young Forever," which was one of their most like emotional songs. Like they sing about like feeling kind of lost, but wanted to be feeling young forever, and like it's a song that has a lot of meaning for all of the members. So like the entire arena, like at the end of the concert before the last song, we started singing Young Forever, and all of the members started crying. Well, like a lot of them started crying, and it's like, just like such a beautiful emotional moment. And I was like, oh my god, this is like the best concert I've been to in my entire life.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that was like that was one of my luckiest moments, I think. Like one of my biggest flexes ever, being like I got free BTS concert tickets.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I know. I should probably listen to BTS. I'm sure that I need to get into K-pop now.
I can have an entire like Nadja like lecture of like BTS with people. That would be amazing. But yeah, for sure. Like I can show you some BTS and like some like videos and stuff if
Yeah,
if you want to get
sure.
into them.
For sure. I'm like running out of music. I've listened to all of my playlists over and over again at work, so now it's all boring. So I would love to have something new to listen to.
Like, what are you most into? Like, because like BTS, like they have like a different discography of like pop music, like a little bit of rock music, and like hip hop music. Like K-pop is a thing of like they mix a lot of like music genres, so it's not just like straight up, but like they mix a lot of different things.
I mean, that's good because I do like a mix of stuff. But like, I say one of my favorite artists is Porter Robinson. So, and I mean, he's pretty pop, I guess. I guess you would call that pop.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty pop, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm pretty open to all sorts of genres, so.
Yeah, but that's really nice. Like now I'm just like, okay, but which songs should I introduce my people to? Like it's so fun trying to get your friends into K-pop, because like it's another different dimension and another world of like music and groups and stuff. But yeah, I mean, like except for BTS, I'm a very big multi fandom fan. Like I don't really like because like in K-pop you have this mentality of like sometimes you only support one group and that is supposed to be like your
Right.
main group, and like if you listen to other groups you're kind of like quote unquote a traitor, and that is so intense. That's like holy shit, are
Oh
you guys
man.
okay?
That kind of like dedication is a little much for me.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I listen to BTS, Stray Kids, like Monster X, um, like Twice and Blackpink, and
Mm.
like so many different groups. Like I'm a big K-pop nerd. Like if anyone comes in and being like, "Do you want to talk about K-pop?" I'll be like, "I'm always down."
That's cool though. Yeah, I wish I was that into a music genre. Because like it's always like, oh, I'm into everything, but it's also kind of boring sometimes. You know?
I mean, like honestly, it's not that bad being into like everything though. Like I feel like especially when it comes to like the K-pop genre, it's just like it's supposed to make you become like a super fan. Like that's their
Mhm.
goal. Um, but I mean, like I feel like just when it comes to a lot of different things, it's not bad to like be a fan of like everything as well.
Right. Do you go to a lot of live shows?
I
Just
mean, I
like in
used
general.
to before like COVID,
Yeah, yeah.
and then COVID came and like especially for K-pop concerts, it's kind of been like they've been a little bit afraid of like I feel like being afraid of like bringing over the groups to Europe. Like they
Right.
go to like Japan and like the US, but they don't go to Europe.
Mm. Interesting.
So like yeah, like it's a big market in the US for sure. But like they're a little bit afraid of being like, oh no, Europe is scary.
Yeah. Yeah, it's scary over there. I don't know how you live through it, Nadja.
I don't know how I can be a European. Oh my god.
Yeah, I used to go to I'm trying not to dox myself too much. A a music festival in a city nearby.
Mm.
Quite a bit because we had a family member who had an in on tickets who would get us like tickets for a
Mm.
day. And
Mm.
so those were cool just because you kind of got to see like a little bit of everything. Like they're really small people and like some
Oh,
big
but that's so much fun though.
artists.
Like I haven't been to a lot of music festivals, but I would love to go. Like
They're
it's
fun.
also like the fact of just like I would probably like because for some things I'm so out of touch with like like the modern day artists right now.
Hmm.
Like my main like if it's not K-pop, it's like 80s rock or it's
Nice.
like the early 2000s pop. That's where I'm at.
I mean, you don't need much more than that, so that's a perfectly reasonable taste of
I mean,
music.
honestly, yeah.
But yeah, they're also like just have some of the most interesting people there. The music festivals are the best to like people watch at because
Oh my god, I love people watching.
they're all usually high, or at least the one I go to, everybody was usually high. So you'd always
Yeah.
see people being super weird and like all over the place.
Oh my god, that's so funny though. I actually love people watching. It's one of my like favorite pastime things to do if I'm
Hmm.
outside. I'm just like, okay, but what does this person do? Like what does this person do? Like it's actually so entertaining. I'm so easily entertained.
It's a good pastime. We don't like have a lot of there's not a lot of good opportunities for people watch where I live. Like if we're
Mm-hmm.
ever like like we go to LA or San Diego or like on a trip somewhere,
Mm.
That's always fun because there's always some interesting people down in LA.
I mean, LA is crazy though. I remember like just being like so like when I went to AX, it was just like people here are crazy because
They
obviously
are.
we were just trying to get like to point A to point B of like the convention. I was just like,
Oh man.
but like you guys are crazy. Like you drive like you're a maniacs. What are you doing?
Well, okay, that's not everywhere. That is kind of specific to LA. But yeah, it is. It's a different. California in general has like a very aggressive driving style,
Mm-hmm.
which I totally am not an aggressive driver. I'm a perfectly good driver.
Are you sure?
Of course, of course. Y'all's
But I
company
mean, I
right
feel
now.
like it's so
Yay,
funny though
there
because
can.
every time I went into a car in LA, I was just like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Like, see you later.
You're fine. I'm sure it was fine. Did you take a taxi or like an Uber?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. I, well, like it just takes so long to get around in LA too. So it's like I kind of appreciate it if they could push the pedal a little bit further. You know, I want to get there. I want to get to the beach.
But like everyone is so stressed, and I will never understand that because like it's the same kind of mentality in Stockholm as well. And I mean, like I'm a country girl. Like I live in a very small village, like on
Right.
the countryside. And like as soon as I come to the city, it's like everyone is so stressed. Like they're super annoyed that they missed the train. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, but the next one arrives in like 5 minutes. Calm down.
Yeah. I don't like that mentality either. It's just chill out. Take it chill. It'll be fine. You'll live.
You will survive this. It's
Yeah.
totally okay.
But then I say that and then I'll be super stressed trying to get to work on time.
But that's like a different thing though, because like with traffic and stuff, like it takes time.
It does. I, I get so annoyed with the town that I live in because it's like on a map it should take only like 10 minutes to get to my work, but it ends up taking a half an hour because people drive
Wow.
stupid.
They drive stupid.
They drive
and that's
stupid.
not on me. They drive stupid.
They do. But yeah, that's just it's me complaining about work again.
Like now we're complaining about bad drivers because every country and every state and like things like that have bad drivers.
They
Like you
do.
cannot escape them.
Yeah. Yeah, we in the States we always make fun of each other's states drivers, but I think we're all just terrible drivers. I think that's the reality. We just like poking fun at each other.
I mean, like that's the way it should be, though. Like if you can't have like friendly rivalry, like I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's my Swedish side, like that just likes making fun of people and bullying my friends. But like I just like making fun of people.
As long as it doesn't go too far, then yeah, it's fine. It's fun. I'm from a very teasing family too, where we are sarcastic and teasing to each other.
I mean, like Swedes, we breed sarcasm. Like I love it so much. Like the entire thing of just like whenever someone says something that could be slightly insulting, and then they don't know if they know me well enough to take that, and they're immediately like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," and it's like I'm just chilling. I'm just like, that wasn't even offensive. Calm down. Like I have such thick skin when it comes to a lot of things because like being raised in like the internet like era, it makes you like being like, oh yeah, whatever. Like I was so sensitive as a kid, but now it's just like you can say whatever, and it's just gonna be like, okay, I guess.
Yeah, but I feel the same way. Like I can't even think of something that And this doesn't come as a challenge, Nadja. I can't think of something that somebody could say to me that's like would really hurt my feelings, but like I also get worried of like, was that dumb joke I made gonna hurt that person's feelings because my family is weird?
But like, yeah, the overthinking part of my brain just being like, oh my god, did I
Yeah.
screw up here? Like, did I go too far? And then just being like worried, being like just right into the person, like, are you
Yeah,
okay?
for
And like they're
real.
like, I'm chilling, you're fine.
I would definitely send out those texts where it's like, hey, that was just a joke. I didn't. I hope you aren't offended. Are we still friends?
Don't take anything I say seriously, please.
But yeah, I feel like I haven't done any like friend group things in a long time because of the same reason as COVID. It's just like that ruined everything. It ruined all the friendship groups that I had. Now it's just like we're still friends, but we all have like different lives and stuff.
Yeah, but like that's just like the entire thing as well. Like because I've always had like a small friend group of like some really close friends, like my best friend that I've known for like 8 years, and like we're really tight, and things like that. And him bringing in his friend groups, I get to know them, and then finding some friends at work that actually became like some of my best friends, and just not
Nice.
coworkers anymore. So that's also been really nice. But like even though I'm like very like extroverted and happy-go-lucky and things like that, I'm actually really introverted like in real life. So like it's very hard to get to know me because I'm very shy.
Yeah, I tend to prefer to stay home. I feel introverted too, but it's kind of by choice. So kid, I just came back and the first thing I heard was I ruined everything. Hello. No, you didn't ruin anything. That was me. It was like, oh, I'm just being worried that I'm ruining friendships.
But like I'm sure that you don't either. But like it's just the fact of like
it's just the
you know,
worries. It's the brain matter being mean to me.
it's the brain being braining and like
Yeah.
not braining on the right places.
Right.
Because like whenever you send me a message as well, being like did I do too much, or like oh like was that too far? I'm not like, girl, I'm chilling. like I am so like just chilling.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be chill.
But I mean, it's the same kind of way of like I rarely get angry as well. So like when I do get angry, everyone is like, "Oh my god, not just angry." Like,
Yeah, I mean, I get irritated sometimes. I don't really get angry, like angry. Like, I definitely got irritated when I stubbed my toe today. But I wouldn't say that's anger.
But like it's so funny because whenever you stub your toe in like Sweden or anything, like you have like this entire like curse word like harangue of just like words just spewing out of your mouth. Like it's so funny.
Yeah, I definitely swore. I definitely swore a bit.
But it hurts so much though, especially stubbing your toe. It hurts so bad.
Something about it just makes it more painful. And I try not to swear, but I do. Whenever I whenever I get hurt, I always swear. And I've heard
I
it's
feel like you kind of need to like be like automatically like swearing and stuff because it's just so bad.
Yeah, and then I feel I think I've heard in something that like it actually alleviates some pain or something, like some psychological thing. When you swear, it like relieves pain, or that might just be like coping, but
Like the illusion that you just are like getting like free of some pain with swear
Yeah,
words. But
yeah.
yeah.
So go swear. It'll make your life better.
I mean, honestly, with how much I swear like a sailor, I take that because like Swedish society we swear so much that it doesn't even count as swear words anymore, honestly.
I've heard that. Well, I've heard that with is it Irish? Like in Ireland they just swear and it's just like part of normal language.
Oh yeah.
But
They
like
do.
in the US it's very like not taboo, but it's rude in a way. Like you wouldn't do that in some situations, but like I don't know, who cares? Whatever.
I mean, it's kind of like it depends on how you are. Like, if you're actually like furious and you're swearing, like that's a totally different thing from like
Yeah.
because Swedes when we swear we like especially like Swedes use English swear words when we want to make something more like lighthearted or fun. Like it's actually kind of like ironic. Like it's such a big change in the US because like whenever we want to be like, oh, you're a fucking idiot, or like we want to say like you're a fucking idiot, but like not make it seriously, so we just say like du är en fucking idiot, you know, like we say it like that, like we mix
Right.
Swedish and English just to like make it sure like, oh yeah, but I'm actually not serious right now.
That's funny. Oh my gosh.
So I feel like that's such a big like culture
Sorry.
difference. Like
I was
between
just laughing
Sweden
at
and,
the
like, the US.
silence. It is a the US has some weird cultural things like that, like swearing in particular, and like dress is kind of weird sometimes too, and particularly like when it comes to like when you're being professional, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta be prim and proper. Like the one thing that is kind of, and we would say that it's like old-timey, I guess, is like tattoos and stuff. Like there's still a lot of
You guys
businesses.
still have stigma about tattoos?
Yeah, there's a lot of businesses are like you can't show any tattoos, like you have to have long sleeves.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's still like a rule with Starbucks, I think. That might have
That's so
changed,
crazy.
but yeah, stuff like that, just like, or like dyed hair too. If you have like a bright color dyed hair, some employers just might not hire you. Yeah, there's dress codes and
that's
weird
actually
stuff.
so crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, like I feel like Sweden, like as a society, we have just moved on from that because like everyone and their mob have like dyed hair or something like that. Like it doesn't need to be a crazy hair color, but like it could be like white or like something like that, and like people are just like, yeah, that feels like normal. That does feel like it's totally okay, you know?
Yeah, I think like white would be pushing it, but like I think the only like professionally approved, but like acceptable dye would be like if you dyed your hair blonde, like that would be acceptable.
That's so interesting.
But like if you did it like kind of an unnatural red or something, that would be like kind of, that maybe would raise some eyebrows to certain people, particularly of the older generation, and that's usually the reason why this whole thing is sticking around.
Because like even the older generation, like in Sweden, like those who are in like their 50s, 60s, 70s, like when they see like red, like unnatural colored hair, usually their first response is like, oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, that's a normal response in my opinion. That's the right response.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't get like how it's supposed to be like connected to something that's bad or like
Yeah.
unprofessional in a professional sense. It's just like it's just hair and it's just color. Like we just want to have a little bit of fun with our hair. There's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, it's people having entitled opinions and looking really deeply, far too deeply into it for their own good, I feel like.
No, but like it's not good though. Like the thing is like okay, because we have like the same kind of like dress code. Like you're not supposed to come to like with sweatpants and like a pajama like
Yeah,
setting to
yeah.
work, right? Like that's pushing it. So like you're supposed to be like dressed well for work, like your jeans or like anything that looks like appropriate like that. But like otherwise, it's just like oh yeah, but you're not supposed to have like clothes that are like sexual as well, like that also. There's like leave that for the club, you know. But otherwise, they're like oh, but if you have piercings, if you have dyed hair, if you have tattoos, like they don't care.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, piercings are I think the biggest is tattoos, I feel like, is that's the biggest thing that would raise eyebrows for a lot of employers that I know for a fact that there's some that have it in like in their written handbooks and stuff that you can't show tattoos, especially
I
in
mean,
retail.
honestly, I didn't know that because, like, I feel like when it comes to stigmas with tattoos, like in my brain, like it's always been like a big stigma in like Japan and Asia because of the Yakuza, right? But like, I didn't know like the stigma was still there in the US.
Just, I mean, as far as I know, it's just in like employment. As far like socially, I've never really known anybody who's been like, you don't you have a tattoo.
Yeah.
But like if you're going to apply to Microsoft maybe, or that's not a good example, like a retail job, and you were like interacting with customers a lot, then they would probably ask you to cover your tattoos and things.
Huh.
But like my job, like everybody has tattoos at my job, so I guess it kind of depends.
I mean, yeah, I'm hoping like it will move on to be like, you know, just a normal thing of like, oh yeah, but that's totally normal. That's like nothing wrong with that.
I agree. There's nothing wrong with a tattoo. As long as it's spelled right.
Yeah. I mean, like every time it's like if they have done like a Chinese or Japanese tattoo or like an English tattoo and spelled it wrong, or there's some random ass character, I mean, always like, oh god, you know that is permanent, right, love?
Okay, but what if it was on purpose? Like, wouldn't it be so funny to have like some purposefully misspelled like Chinese character or like phrase on you? That would be so hilarious. Maybe that's my weird brain thinking, but
like I would just be way too like overthinking of being like that is permanent on my body for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I don't know how to go that far for a joke.
Oh no, I mean, like I feel so bad whenever I see like horrendous like tattoo stories of like, oh yeah, I did this and like now like I fucked up.
Yeah, well there are like one, like at least with like a misspelling, it's like, well, that's harmless, but there are some tattoos where it's like, oh, that could get you beat up by somebody. Like I know there's Hawaiian tribal tattoos that some people get, that some of those actually do have like deep meaning for like the natives for Hawaii.
Yeah.
And like it's really not okay to have those if you're not from there.
Yeah.
So like those kind of tattoos, those I would be very worried for somebody. Tone says, Maple, do you have a weird misspelled Chinese character tattooed on you? That's really specific. No, I do not. I don't. That was just a joke that I was making up that I thought would be really funny. Also high
Like
tones.
imagine Maple just having like several misspelled Chinese tattoo characters on her body.
No, if anything, it would be a tramp stamp.
Oh. Oh yeah, but like that's very interesting though. That's like why I love chatting with friends, because I learn different things. Like, you know, because like there's things I definitely don't think about, like living in Sweden, and like Sweden being kind of like a very progressive country in a lot of different things, and like that's not the way it works in the rest of the world, you know?
Right. Yeah, there's definitely some lagging and backwards things in the US.
The lagging.
Yeah, it is lagging in some ways. Hi, Bad. Welcome. You're still up. Go to sleep.
So
Go to sleep,
though.
Bad. Yeah, no. Well, I can attest to, like, the healthcare system definitely. Like, the fact that I had to go through 3 closed walk-in clinics to get my dang stitches.
Oh yeah, that is so true though. Like the healthcare system in the US in general is like super duper whack.
It's
Like I will
whack.
never understand it.
Yeah, it's like when you get into like the corporate stuff, because they get so much money pumped into it, and it's a whole business of like, how do we like screw all these people over from getting this care and keeping as much money as we can, kind of a thing. That's a whole discussion of itself, but like my dad works.
Yeah, but like no, honestly, like I feel so bad for a lot of Americans, because you guys are like, oh, I can't get sick, or like I will get into the hospital and like the hospital bills will be way too high for me and I will not go into debt right now. And it's like, that's actually insane.
No, yeah, there's plenty of stories of people like mortally injured and refusing to take an ambulance because the bill for an ambulance is so much that they would rather like deal with bleeding out than being taken to the hospital.
That's actually crazy.
You would get billed to for the ambulance trip, and if you don't have insurance, then that's like you're kind of screwed.
Because honestly, I don't know how it works in the US, but like it's kind of like if you were to die, so to speak, like your debt that you have had on you as a person, that cannot be transferred to another living person. So like even if you wouldn't have enough money to like pay like, you know, like any bills or anything like that after your death, that will be just written off like after your death.
I think either that, or depending on what happens, it could also be passed to family. I don't know. I don't actually know.
Yeah, because that's the only thing I'm thinking about. Like, if the debts would be passed on to the family, that they like, in that case, would be refusing to like take an ambulance. Like, they would rather like have potentially dying instead of like taking the ambulance. But at the same time, if they would survive, then they would have that debt on them and probably have that for the rest of their life. That's like a super tough choice.
I don't know. I don't think hospital debts specifically would, but like I think if you had debts like other kinds of debts, those could get passed on. So I don't think that would be it. I think it's more like, if I survive this, I'm gonna get a bill for $100,000 from the hospital.
Oh yeah, that would be so rough though. Oh my god.
It would be.
But I also remember like this one time, like we are comparing like US and Sweden, like how crazy you guys are with this entire thing of being like, because in Sweden, like this one time I was out with my best friend, and he was like, he had taken some new medication for his depression, and this medication, like we didn't know this at the time, but his medication did not mix well with his other medication. So like he went into some kind of like he went into McDonald's, threw up, and like he was just
Oh
sitting
gosh.
there like on the couch, and he was like sweating, and I was like what do I do? What do I do? So I call like the medical services, and
Mm.
we're like, oh my god, what should I do? Like my friend is not okay, and they just kind of like call the ambulance. It's just like, call the ambulance? I've never called an ambulance before. I don't know what I am. Like this was back in the time where like I had not been a lot in Stockholm, so I didn't even
Mm.
know like what street this McDonald's was at. So I was like, oh my god, like, so I went to one of the cleaners, and I was like, I'm sorry, but like I need to call the ambulance. And the shock on this poor man's face, he was like, you need to call the ambulance? Yeah, can you please call me the fucking ambulance? So he called the ambulance, and like the ambulance came, and like my friend was like quote unquote good enough to get into the
Mm-hmm.
ambulance, but he was kind of like, I'm so sorry, miss, but I cannot take you with us
Oh,
in the
right,
ambulance
right,
because like we're only allowed to have family in the
right.
ambulance. It's like, oh yeah, I get that, but at the same time, fuck, you know. So like just trying to navigate Stockholm's like train systems and trying to understand
Mm-hmm.
where the hell I was supposed to go because taxis were too expensive. So I was just calling my mom. I was like, Mom, I don't know what to do. Help me. And she was like, oh, okay, you need to take this line and this line, but like, do you know where you are? I was like, no, I don't know where I am. So like this entire like process of trying to get to the right hospital,
Oh
and like
gosh.
so I got there, and like as soon as I
Mm-hmm.
got off from the train station, who do I see? I see my friend coming strolling down the street. He was like, Nadja, like I'm fine now. Like it took me that long to figure out how to get there. So he was just like, I'm fine. Like I'm not fine, but like I'm feeling better. And, like the entire like bill for calling the ambulance was like $50.
Dang, that's cheap.
Yeah, and like Swedes will be complaining that that is expensive.
No, yeah, for sure. Cause like I don't know specifics, but it's at least gonna be in the thousands for us if we have to be taken to in a hospital. Um, I know before some family members had to call an ambulance, but they didn't actually end up taking them to the hospital, and so I don't think we got charged.
Mm.
But honestly, for the US, it depends entirely on how good insurance we have.
Mm.
So like,
But that is also like such a scam though. Like imagine like, oh, you have bad insurance,
oh
so
yeah,
like it's gonna cost you so much money.
yeah, I know, yeah. I'm for my I think next year actually I'm gonna be too old to be on my parents' insurance, so I'm gonna have to get my own
No,
insurance, and it's not gonna be as good.
that's so sad though, because like doesn't it cost like a lot of money to have like good insurance?
If yes, it does, and it depends on if you have a good enough job too, because your job
Oh, they
tends
charge you based on jobs?
your job provides you the insurance, so you can buy your own insurance, but you can
Mm.
also be provided an insurance from your employer, which is usually how it happens. So if you have a really good job, then you usually get really good insurance, which kind of sucks,
Oh,
but
okay. But is it like when you change jobs, then you get like a new insurance based
mm-hmm.
on what like that insurance company had like with like the partners and stuff?
Yeah, yeah, so it would change if you
Mm.
switched a job. So kind of messed up.
It is kind of messed up
It's pretty messed up, but oh
because
well.
like that just is like the entire like like class divide and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like, oh yeah, but like poor people that doesn't have good education, like they don't get good insurance
Mm-hmm.
either.
Yeah, if you, I mean, like some jobs, like I know Starbucks, that they actually do provide pretty good benefits, like insurance and stuff. But
Mm.
then like some jobs too don't provide any insurance, so you're kind of on your own for it,
Mm.
because it's not like a requirement for an employer to like be like, we have to
Yeah.
buy you insurance or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh well. I might move to Canada and just get free healthcare, so.
I mean, honestly, at this point, that's an option.
It is.
Because I mean, in this economy, I just see how much everything costs in the US, and I'm just like, how are you guys alive? Like, I don't get it.
I wonder
Because
that
like even
too.
for like for like rent and stuff, like
Yeah.
like it's insane. Like because here, like we complain that the highest rents that we have in like Stockholm and like in other big cities is like 1,000 a month,
Oh man.
maybe. And
That's cheap.
I'm like, yeah, you guys say that that's cheap, and I'm just like, are
That's
you
cheap.
guys insane?
Yeah, a starting price for a major city near me that I won't name, for like a studio apartment, so like one room for like basically everything, is like 1,500. So
Actually,
yeah,
insane.
yeah, it's a lot. And like, even though I have a pretty reasonably well-paid job and I'm working full-time, I still can't afford to move out of my parents' house, which is kind of sad to think about. If I
Yeah, but I mean, like with how everything looks right now, like that's honestly valid though, because like I don't know, like usually for like depending on the city and stuff like that, like because usually this like $1,000 rent is usually for like the apartments that's also like very newly built, like it's built like last year or anything like that, so it's like very fresh and like luxurious in that kind of sense as well. Because usually like the normal apartments prices are usually like $600 to $700 a month. If it's a
right.
small apartment in smaller cities, it's like $300.
That's insane to hear.
That's why I'm so
To
shocked. Like
hear
you
that,
guys are
like,
getting scammed.
there actually exists a place that you can buy that you can rent for like under 1,000.
Yeah, and that's like that's the norm.
Wow. I gotta move to Sweden. But oh well, it'll be fine, I'm sure.
I mean, eventually, I feel like the mindset you need to have is kind of like this too shall pass, you know?
Yeah, it'll be okay. I'll just keep living with my parents. And it'll be
I mean,
okay.
honestly, I don't mind living with my parents either.
No,
because like
yeah.
now going back as a uni student, I mean, like, is it fine if I live with you guys for like another 3 years? Because I don't want to take like student loans and stuff to like have my own little apartment when my university city is like 10 minutes away with the train.
Right.
And they're like, oh yeah, but that's totally fine. You can live with us how long you want. And it's like, thank you, mom and dad. You're so sweet.
That's good. Yeah, it definitely helps to have cool parents.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, so yeah, I used to gonna study HR for like 3 years, and like HR gets paid a lot. Like it's usually starts at like $4,000 a month.
Oh,
with,
nice.
like the salary.
Nice. Yeah.
So that is nice. And also, Thomas, if you're still here, I also have convinced Maple that we should sit down and watch some One Piece. That's gonna be great.
Oh no, he's gonna be on me about that now. It's gonna be like, well, have it in spoken promise. Yeah, I'll do it. We could, I don't know if it would work, but we could do a watch along together. That would be fun.
Oh my god, it would be so much fun though. Just sitting down, like maybe like at this time, like when you actually have time on like Saturdays, like early Sundays for me, and just watch like One Piece. That would be so much fun actually.
Let's go. I'm also trying to get a Lord of the Rings watch along. That's right. Wait, have you not watched Lord of the Rings, Tones? Have you watched Lord of the Rings, Nadja?
I haven't watched Lord of the Rings.
You
actually.
haven't? Oh my gosh.
Like I've seen some parts of the movie, but I've never seen the entire thing.
It's good. I My mom is a huge Lord of the Rings nerd, and so it kind of
Uh-huh.
passed along to me, and we love. Yeah, Tones haven't watched it either. My goodness, you too. I I will. We watch the extended commentary versions
Oh wow.
of Lord of the Rings, which, by the way, the extended movies, like in total, all three of them are like together 12 hours, 12 or 14 hours or something,
Oh damn.
with commentary too. And we love it.
Like just like like commentary at the end, like behind the scenes or stuff like that. What is the
Like,
commentary about?
as the movie is going, it's all the cast talking about like what's going on and like what they're doing. It's fun. We like it. And it is interesting because also like the actors who played Merry and Pippin are hilarious, and they always have really funny banter between them.
Oh, but I love that though. I love good banter and good chemistry between actors when they're like actually friends on set and just not like a co-worker, that you work with.
Yeah, that's always fun. It appears we have an impasse here, Maple. What do you mean, Tones? What do you mean? What impasse? Is it between One Piece and Lord of the Rings?
I mean, like we totally should because like I feel like that's a good trade though. Like if you sit down and watch One Piece with us, we can sit down and watch Lord of the Rings.
Okay, that's fine with me. It doesn't even need to be extended. That's okay. I'll give in on that.
Maple's like, fine, I can compromise. It doesn't need to be the extended versions, but you guys are missing
You know
out.
it's better. But yeah, that's one of the movie series I'll always watch when I get sick. It's just like if I get a flu or something, like the last time I had a really bad flu, I just like laid down on the couch and watched Lord of the Rings the entire day. Which is great. I love it. It's just kind of a tradition for me, I guess.
I mean, honestly, I love that though because like Lord of the Rings is like so long though. So like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing to pass time with, like especially like when you don't feel like doing anything and you're just really having a big cold, and it's just like, oh yeah, but I'm just gonna be like here and being in my bed and watching Lord of the Rings.
Right. Yeah. But now, how are we going to know what the ring in the snow is actually a really big? What are you talking about, Tones?
Whenever Tom says something, sometimes I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
Well, sometimes I can't tell if that's just my brain or if it's what the person is saying. I have to
No,
like
it's definitely
really.
what Tom is saying here. Like the snow, like the ring in the snow is actually a really big ring. What do you mean?
Because I've done that so many times before where I swear I'm like dyslexic or something, or I've read something and I was like, the the monkey drew a van into the bank, what? And it's like not even close to what I read.
Uh-huh.
They made 2 rings and one of them is massive BTS stuff. What? Oh, for like the movie or something? Oh, I think I know what scene you're talking about. Okay. Why did you know that and not have you never seen Lord of the Rings?
Like I'm so lost, but okay, carry on.
Whatever, it's okay. What do you have going on for the rest of the day, Nadja? What's going on? What you up to?
Like today, I will like after this, I will like go prepare and I will go to one of my best friend's house. and
Ooh,
just hang out there for the day and just hang out a bit.
nice. That sounds fun.
Yeah, like she's also like one of my friends who's really into K-pop as well. So we just sit there and
Mm.
fangirls about our favorite bands.
That's great. That's perfect. Yeah, I'm just gonna flop into bed and sleep after this.
I mean, as you should though, because isn't it getting like real late? Isn't it like
it's
midnight?
it's like 3 minutes to midnight. It's fine.
It's fine. I mean, I was talking with Nix right before stream ended yesterday that like I was like, oh yeah, but it's 11 p.m. and like he was like, it's 11 p.m. It's only 11 p.m. and I was like, yeah, but you guys are night owls. Like, let me be. And Thomas was just like, oh yeah, but like Nadja just wakes up at 5, 6 a.m. and it's like, let me be.
I can't do night owl stuff anymore. It's too much.
But like just having work though, that changes you. Like you
It
get such a
does.
big routine.
It does. Like even for like work weeks, staying up till midnight is like, I don't know if I can do this. It's just like it ruins my entire day the next day.
Oh no. But I mean, I feel that though, because like I've always had like a sleeping schedule that's been very healthy. So like
Mm-hmm.
I usually like go to sleep at like 10, 11 p.m. or something like that, and I sleep until like 6, 7 a.m. Like it's a little bit more chill now with uni because like I just have classes like 2 to 3 times a week. So it's not every
Nice.
day, and it's
That's
just
good.
like the other days I can just kind of chill and just like not do that much if I feel like I need a day to recharge or something like that.
That's so nice. I remember from college, those were you got a nice schedule like that where you got some off days or just like a morning that was
Mm.
like chill. That was the best.
Yeah, I really like that. Like it's just such a big different pace from like working because like work could be so intense, especially like around this time because like since I worked in electricity, like everyone was renewing their contracts if they had had like a contract for 3 years. They were always
Right.
complaining about like, oh yeah, but electricity is so expensive now, and it's just like yeah, but that's just the way it is. I can't just
Everything is expensive.
magically like make your price go in half just because that's the price they've had before.
Right. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I did good.
Okay. I don't know what to talk about now. I'm getting sleepy.
Oh, Maple's getting sleepy.
I'm sleepy. It's okay
But
though.
that is fine though. Like maybe you should start getting to bed if you're getting a little bit sleepy.
I can go a little bit longer. That's if you want to keep talking.
Yeah, I don't mind. I can just keep yapping. Like I feel like it's just like it's not that often that we just get like a chance
I
to like hang
know.
out and just catch up. So like I feel like it's fun.
I know. Yeah, I'm trying to think like what has been happening other than like my normal streaming stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like
Yeah, I mean, like it's kind of like I have like do you want to know what I did like this week? That was like kind of like my walk of shame.
oh yes, absolutely. Of course.
So like, since I'm studying HR now, we had this assignment to book like a meeting with the head of HR for this company, and we had that meeting yesterday, and so I was like, okay, but like it's kind of like okay, but you need to look good, you need to look like prepared and stuff like that. So like my brain had a brilliant idea of like are you into like skincare or anything like that, people?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, but like it would be nice if I did some exfoliation, like the
Mm-hmm.
chemical exfoliation is not too harsh on your skin, right?
Mm-hmm.
To get rid of some of the dead skin cells, and like since my skin is like a little bit sensitive and like acne prone, so like I can clear out some of that as well. But what I didn't think about at the time was that like I was using the exfoliation, and that day my skin had been very dry. So like I got like some exfoliation around my mouth, and that's not supposed to be there, but I was tired, so I didn't
Oh.
think too much about it. And since like okay, so I did some exfoliation, I did let it sit for like 40 minutes because that's like the appropriate time that it
Mm-hmm.
would sit on your skin. And I washed it off, and like I did my the rest of my skincare, and that was that. And then I woke up the next morning, and like around my mouth, like the place where like the exfoliation had been, like on the two sides of my mouth, like it was so dry, it was so blotchy, like
No.
my skin was terrible. Like it looked like I either had
Oh
been hit
no.
by someone really badly, or if like I like massively had made out with someone way too violently, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god. And like my parents immediately were like, Natty, what the fuck have you done? And it was like, I didn't do shit. And my dad, who's very traditional, he's just like,
Mm-hmm.
like, girl, you should stop with like the creams and stuff. And it's like, no, but if I don't do my cream, my skin will be terrible. You don't understand.
Oh no.
And like as soon as like I saw my classmates, like it's kind of like since it's in the beginning stages of getting to know them, you know, they're too
Mm-hmm.
polite to question anything. But I could see them be like, what the
Oh
fuck have you done?
gosh.
And it's just like, and as soon as I met my best friend like a couple of days ago, after like not having seen him for such a long time,
Uh,
like this man having zero filters and having known me for 8 years, he was like, Nadja, do you have like any spicy stories for me? And I was clueless. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean spicy stories? Someone's like, because it looked like he violently made out with someone. He's like, shut the fuck up! I did not.
oh, I'm so sorry. That. Oh, that sucks.
So that's just my entire like walk of shame. Like everyone was just like, what the fuck did you do? And I was like, I know. Stop judging me.
Oh man. Oh, I'm trying to think if anything like that happened to me. I've definitely done like where I've gone into like a classroom or something and I accidentally had like oh gosh, this okay, so I don't even know how this happened, but I had like some old underwear in my bag for some reason.
Oh god.
I opened it and immediately it was like on top of everything and
Oh,
I
no.
closed it so fast. I don't think anybody saw, but I was so heckin' embarrassed.
Oh no, that's so like, oh.
And it was at the
I would
beginning
hate
of the
that as
day,
well.
so I had to like walk around with knowing that that was in my bag, and I was like, oh gosh.
And it's kind of like, how do you like you just, you know, organize that, because you don't want it to be at the top, but at the same time, like, where else are you gonna put it, you know?
Oh,
Oh my god.
I don't.
I mean, yeah, I
hope
totally get
nobody
that. I would
knows.
be so embarrassed. Embarrassing stories are fun though. Like
Mhm.
something always happens, you know.
I know. Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones. I know there has to be some because I am an embarrassing person.
I
Well,
mean,
you.
with us both being such clumsy people, I feel like something must have happened. But like, one of my favorite stories to tell is just like a crazy one in general,
Mhm.
because it's kind of like, So a couple of years ago, I was getting home from having spent my weekend in like Gothenburg, having visited some friends, and I was calling my mom, and she was like, "Oh yeah, but I can pick you up." And since the last couple of trains, they had like certain elevators, so like I couldn't get down by myself if I didn't have that kind of elevator. But like the only people that had the key to that was the conductors on the train, right? So he was like, "Oh yeah, but I will be back to you like a little bit." It was like, "Oh okay, I guess that works. Like just be here before the station before I'm supposed to go off." And the conductor forgets about it. And
Oh
like
no.
my mom, she has parked the car outside the station, and so she gets out of the car and steps into the train and sees that I'm not down, so I can't get out. So she starts helping me down, but as soon as she does that, the door starts closing, and like mom is like freaking out. She's just being like, wait, like that's way too much. And so the doors close, the train starts going away, and my mom is like, wait, but like I have the car on the station, like, and it like I didn't take out the key, it's still on, it's still going. So she needs to call my dad and being like, honey, I have the car on the station and it's still running. Could you please go pick that up? And thankfully enough, my father still works like in the same city that the station is in. So he was just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And she's like, no, I'm not kidding you. I need you to go to the station and pick up our car before someone steals it." And like another passenger who's just sitting in his seat, he's just standing up and he's just like, "But why did you leave your car on? Like that's so dumb." And like my mom is just like, "Shut the fuck up and take a seat." And so my dad needs to explain to everyone that like, "Oh, but my wife, she's just left the car on the train station, so I need to go up pick that up." And like everyone is like, "How does that happen?"
Oh
And
my
he's just like, "That does
gosh.
not happen, but somehow it happens." So he goes and picks it up, and then like we need to take the train back, and then like so we come back like to the station again like 40 minutes later or something, and my dad is just looking at us like all defeated, being like, "How the fuck does that even happen?"
Wow. It is impressive though.
Like honestly, anything can happen when my mom is involved. Like something always happens.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's a short story, but and it does involve my mom. My mom likes to make these weird jokes, or she did for a while after till she stopped after this. Because every once in a while she'll just kind of joke, like if she messes something, like, I guess I've just been smoking too much crack, I guess.
Yeah.
Which you know, like we're used to it, we're fun, but we're at an electronics store and like her car got declined, and so she said that to like the teller, and
Oh no.
the look on his face, he was like mortified, and me and my brother were like, "Oh gosh." And she just kind of awkwardly laughed it off, and then like,
Oh my god.
we took our stuff and went. She was like, "I don't think I'm gonna make that joke anymore." Like, yeah, I probably shouldn't. I think because he definitely thought she was 100% serious.
Oh yeah. No, but like my mom did something similar. We were at the airport like in Germany, like in Berlin, flying back to Stockholm, and like because they always need to check everything, and like my mom, she jokingly was like, "Oh, but like what do you think, like what's gonna happen, like Nadja, you're gonna have like drugs on you or something?"
Oh,
And like even though like she said that in Swedish, and um like the Germans like don't really understand Swedish that well, but like I guess the word for drugs are like very similar or something, because like the guard just looked me straight dead in the eye, just and he brought me back to another room,
Oh
and he was just
no.
like, I'm gonna search you, I'm sorry, but like I need to do this because like we cannot allow anything like that at any time, and that was kind of scary because I was like, I haven't done
Yeah,
anything. So I mean,
that
like,
is
so it took like
scary.
some extra time, and we almost missed the flight.
Oh my god.
That was insane. And mom was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I was like, "Yeah, but you're fine, but you maybe should have made that kind of jokes because like the Germans did not
Yeah.
play around."
Yeah, no, that's no joke. Well, oh, excuse me. Especially like that's really not that wouldn't be okay in the US. Like they TSA in the US is like they take themselves very seriously, which makes
Mm-hmm.
sense. But like it's like a big no-no. Like you'll definitely get some treated not badly, but like sternly by some scary TSA guys if say drugs or bomb, you know.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, because like that's the entire thing. Like, because Swedes, like, we're kind of like we can joke about like literally anything as
Mm-hmm.
soon as it's not like offensive to like a folk group or something like that. But like, yeah, that did not fly at this certain like incident. So like my mom should just stop joking about that.
Oh
Like,
man,
but man, that was kind of scary. I was like, I haven't done anything, and like, but they were really nice. They were like, yeah, like we
that's
kind of
good.
know, but like these are procedures that we need to do.
They were probably understanding that your mother
Yeah.
did that to you.
She set me up.
Yeah. Yeah, I've gotten patted down at TSA before, but I don't think I've ever like got pulled into a room.
Mm.
That sounds traumatic.
Like it wasn't that bad. Like it's just like because the German language is also like they sound angry when they talk,
Right.
but like obviously they weren't angry, but
Mhm.
they just sounded like they were angry, so that like didn't help.
I'd
But
probably
yeah,
cry.
I mean, I've also been pulled to the side like with something with my luggage, and like there obviously wasn't anything wrong with the luggage, but
Mhm.
like the lady at the airport, she was kind of like, "Okay, well, we need to check your luggage," and it said like, "Yeah, you can check however much you want. Like, I have nothing to hide in that."
Mhm.
So I mean, like it's been kind of strange sometimes, but you know, like like I have nothing to hide. I'm not gonna bomb anyone, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind like what is this 4.4 woman gonna do? Like I like like I'm not
You're
big enough to
scary to
fight
them.
anyone.
But no, it's like all of that part is fine. It's getting the stressful part for me whenever I'm like at an airport is getting all the stuff out and like you're in the line, you have to go fast and get it on the conveyor belt and everything. All of that just like
Mm.
really stresses me out. And then like in the US, they have different rules on what can like stay in a bag and what doesn't. So like
Mm-hmm.
some airports are like, "Oh yeah, you can keep your laptop in your bag. That's fine. It's okay." And then others will be like, "What the heck are you doing? Are you stupid or why aren't you taking your laptop out of your bag?" And it's like, I'm sorry. I thought I was doing the right thing.
Oh yeah, I mean like especially with computers, like I've never really understood that because like some people will be just like, oh yeah, but like it's
Mhm.
fine, you can leave it in your bag, and some people will be like, oh yeah, you need to take out everything because I know at least at Swedish airports you need to take out like everything for like control, and like
Yeah.
so we just take out everything. So I was about to like take out everything when I was there at LAX, and like they were like, oh yeah, but you don't need to take out that love, and it's like, are you
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah. I've heard it's like something to do with their like certain machines, but some airports in the US just don't care, I guess. Or they have a different system or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but it was so weird. I was like, But are you sure though? Like, I don't want to be yelled at. There's something
Am
wrong,
I gonna get yelled at? Like, because that's the thing I'm scared of. I just don't want to get yelled at by somebody.
Like, I'm sensitive. Let me be. I
Yeah,
don't want to be yelled
I
at.
just want to get on my plane.
I just want to go. But have you traveled a lot, maybe, or like, is it mostly within the US?
It's been only in the US so far. I want to travel more. I have not like in like a written down plan, but I've been meaning to go to Japan for a long time. And it would, if I ever got the extra time or chance, I would probably go to Europe and do some more traveling.
I mean, like, Japan have always been like a dream destination of mine, like for like, you know, just getting so like addicted into like anime and Japanese culture in general. Like,
Yeah.
I would love to go to Japan, but like it's just like it's so expensive. So like I needed time and money to go, but I definitely would love to go.
Yeah, time. It's pretty much it. Time and money. But yeah, I would love to stay there for like a few weeks and just kind of take my time with it.
I feel like it's kind of like, since it's so far away, I would probably feel like it's probably good to be like 3 weeks to a month if we would go to Japan.
Yeah, definitely.
But like there would be so many different things to do, like different sightseeing things. Like I would love to just go around in Akihabara and just be a total nerd. Be like, oh my god, I've seen this on YouTube.
Absolutely. But it's do all of the what do they call it, the pilgrimages to like all the anime spots.
Oh yeah, like I would be so happy being like in Japan. Like honestly, I feel like it would be so much fun, like just going there like with friends, because like I would be way too much of a chicken to go alone because it's so far.
Yeah.
But just going with like friends or anything like that, just being like, yeah, you know what? Like let's just plan a trip to Japan. Let's go.
Yeah, well, that was the biggest, honestly, that's the biggest reason I haven't done it yet, is because I just like, originally I was gonna go with my brother, but then he got married and that changed things.
How dare he get married?
I know. I was gonna take him to Japan, but then it's like, well, I don't know who to take, and I'm too scared to go alone.
But that is so valid though. Like imagine just like being like, oh yeah, but I'm just gonna go. Like I get it sometimes. You're just gonna be like YOLO and just go somewhere alone. But like I feel like it's a little bit too far away and like a little bit like too expensive if something would go wrong to go alone.
No, knowing me, something would go wrong. Something would. I would like, I don't know, drop my phone in a river or something and
Imagine if we just drops our phone in the fucking river. But I mean, honestly, yeah, like I would be so down to like plan a trip and just be like, you know what, like let's just stop joking around about it. Let's just go.
Yeah, it would be super fun. Well, I also worry about stuff like just like being trans too. I'm not sure how like all of that works over there, or if that would even matter. I don't know.
I mean, honestly, I don't know. Like I feel like, I mean, they do have like the entire like cross-dressing culture though, but I feel like
That's true.
like I feel like they honestly don't care that much. They probably would see you as like someone who's cross-dressing rather than someone who's trans, because I feel like the Japanese have a little hard time of like differentiating between the two from what I've seen online with discourse and discussions.
Yeah, and I'm probably overthinking about it too. That tends to happen with my brain.
I mean, my brain is the same, totally the same way, so I totally get you. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like you totally would be fine in Japan,
sure.
even as trans, because like the Japanese, like they're not as confrontational either, like the Americans are. Like
Yeah,
I would
those
probably
dang
be more worried for
Americans.
my trans friends in the US than I would be if they were in Asia, you know?
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, no, it can be scary around here sometimes. Freaking Americans.
Thinking especially since, you know, like if you live in a conservative state like
Oh yeah,
Florida or like Texas or something, like I feel so bad
the
for
entire
anyone who's like
middle
LGBTQ
of
or
the
like
US.
yeah.
Sorry, Tones. No, I've actually heard. I think Wisconsin is. Oh my gosh, fuck. Sorry. I've heard his state is pretty good.
I mean, it should be totally fine, like yeah. But I mean, like, just the entire thing of just like, you know, like it shouldn't be a problem of, you know,
Mm-hmm.
just going to Japan, like, because I feel like there's so many
Jeez.
things that we just think too much about and like we're too scared to do it.
Yeah.
But then sometimes it's just kind of like, yeah, you need to take off like the band-aid. You need to just do it.
Yeah, I know. I'll do it. I'll do it. One day it'll happen.
One day for sure.
One day.
I mean, like, it's also like the thing of like, if you haven't traveled a lot, there's also like a lot of nerves with that. I get that.
That too, like, not. The only. Yeah, I've only traveled within the US and a little bit of Canada. And like, that's pretty much it.
But I mean, honestly, you could probably spend your entire life just traveling the US, and
Yeah.
like that would be like good enough, quote unquote, because like the US is so big.
Yeah, yeah, and like I've only really traveled just the West Coast, I should say. And that's still like I don't know the distances, but several countries worth in other places of the world.
I mean, yeah, because like I feel like Texas as a state is pretty much like the same size as of like the entire like country of Sweden. Like it's insane, actually.
It is, but yeah, I would still like to travel more.
I mean, I feel
Lots
like
to
that's
see.
like definitely one of my goals as well. Like when I'm like not a student anymore. Like I feel like my priorities would probably be is like I get a little bit of money government from being a student. So I mean I would probably still like save up that money and then like just be like, oh yeah, I have enough money to travel somewhere. Like I love traveling, honestly.
That
Like
would
it's
be
so
cool.
great. Like I love traveling somewhere and just going to different restaurants and sightseeing and stuff like that. It's great.
What did you think of LA? Because you went there for what was that? Was that TwitchCon?
Yeah. I went there for AX.
AX. Or yeah,
So,
right.
I mean,
Anime Expo.
I mean, I thought it was really fun. Like the problem I generally had was not with the city itself. It was more like because I got really sick. And
Oh shoot.
like because like I had like the entire thing of like feeling like I would be like throwing up all the time. I feel like I ate something bad or something. Like my stomach did not agree with all the fried food or something.
Oh gosh.
So that was a thing. So like I didn't have super duper much energy to like do anything outside of the con and like explore like the city outside. And it could also be because I went there alone as well, because my friend, she canceled on me last minute.
Oh no. That's too bad.
But then it was like, okay, but everything is already booked. Like I will lose so much money if I don't go. So
Gotta go.
I was like, fuck it.
Just yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, I've actually really been to LA twice. It's like it's a giant city. We mainly stayed on the beaches, like hung out around there and stuff.
I mean, I've heard the beaches are really pretty in LA too, so I mean, I would love to visit them.
When you're not throwing up and sick.
Right? Like it was so bad. Oh my god.
I'm
But like I
go ahead.
yeah, but I mean like it was fine enough. Like sometimes we was throwing up in the bathroom like at the cot and like everyone's like, "Are you okay?" It's like, no, I'm not okay.
Nope.
Like, but thank you.
I'm scared of going to like cons and expos because I'm absolutely going to get sick from them. And
Mm.
I've heard from every person who's gone to like some kind of expo that like, yep, they got sick and there was like
Yeah.
a horrible stomach bug or something like that, and they were out for like weeks or something, and it doesn't sound fun. It doesn't sound worth it to me, but
I mean, honestly, like even though I was like sick, like as soon as I got home, like I wasn't sick anymore. I was like, "Fuck you,
that's
buddy! Like
good.
stop doing this to me." But also like just the fact of like even though I was sick, I had like a great time.
Hmm.
Like I got to meet some new people and like that was my plan. Like being like, okay, but like if I'm gonna go alone anyways, like why not make some friends?
Oh, that's
So I
cool.
did, and it was like still a good time. Like going to all of the panels, seeing the voice actors. Like I'm such a big voice actor fangirl. Oh my god!
Nice.
But it was fun. Like to me, it's worth it just because like I want to be like in the middle of it, and I'm such a big anime fan. So like even though getting sick, like that's like a sacrifice I'm willing to make. You know.
Yeah, well, that's cool. I know, when I saw that, I was like, oh, maybe wouldn't that be hilarious if I just showed up there?
I mean, honestly,
I
like
probably wouldn't have seen you because it's like thousands of people, but
I mean, like if you would be going to AX, I would be percent like I'm standing right here. Come meet me right.
it would
But
have
I
been
mean, like,
fun.
yeah, like I've been thinking, like, it would be fun to like meet VTuber friends as well. Like if
Yeah,
they're going to like AX or like TwitchCon or anything like that.
for sure. That would be really awesome. I'd be a little worried and embarrassed just to get to see my face, but
Yeah, but same though. But like the thing is, you're like, oh, but like even though I would probably be like a nervous wreck, it would also be like I would be super excited as well. Like because I love meeting new friends and like the friends I made along the way, you know, and
mhm.
just meeting them in real life is so different from like having like great chemistry online. Like it would be very interesting to see like would I get along as well as I do with you now, like in real life as well, or would something be different? But I feel like it would be no problem.
Yeah, or it would be just a really awkward, silent sit around a table at a restaurant or something.
I mean, honestly, like when like because I'm quite introverted. When it comes to food, I just focus on my food. Like I love food, but
Fair, yeah.
like I don't even take like silence as something that's like awkward. You know, like I'm fine with silence
Hmm.
as well.
I'm fine with it too. I do find awkward silence really funny.
Mm.
There's a few cases. Oh, I was playing this like have you ever heard of sardines at like
Oh
a
yeah.
game? Yeah, I was playing that with a group of friends, and I did. It was the first time I was playing it, so I didn't know the rules. And it got like really like deafening awkward, and I thought like, wouldn't it be really funny if I like ate some chips really loudly? And like, I like ate, that was the loudest I could ever eat chips. And
Uh-huh.
I made everybody laugh, and I was super happy with myself. Those are
But
my
yeah,
kind of
like
jokes.
yeah. I mean, like honestly though, like just making fun of the situation and just
Hmm.
like giving something of yourself. I really like that because like you know, like at the same time, like everyone is probably gonna think it's gonna be a little bit awkward, like
Hmm.
especially like with first meetings and stuff like that. Like everything is gonna be a little bit awkward, but like that too shall like pass and like we get over it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it would be super fun to meet a bunch of VTubers and stuff. I'll have to figure that
Yeah,
out
it would.
someday.
I mean, I like if you toe into like Ecri or ever going to like AX or TwitchCon or anything like that, I would be like, let's go.
Where even is TwitchCon? Where is that?
San Diego, I think.
Oh, San Diego. I mean, I think it's kind of too late now. Well, it's happening.
Oh yeah, like isn't it day 2 right now?
It's the final day today, so probably not. But yeah.
But I mean, for like next year or something, that would be so much fun.
Yeah, that would be super fun. I would love to do that. Oh my gosh. NYX, thank you for the raid.
Okay, hello Nix, how are you doing? Are you doing okay? How did Elden Ring go?
Oh, playing Elden Ring?
Yeah, he said he was gonna beat the final boss, and I was just like, yeah.
Oh, did you?
And Audie, hello.
Yes, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. My name is Maple. Here's Nadja. I'm sleepy and we're talking about random stuff. Well,
yeah, I mean, this has been very chill, but very enjoyable.
Yeah. Take a break if anybody needs to. Go rest. Oh, thank you for the follow audio. But yeah, did you beat the boss? Was it Elden Beast or the DLC? Because I remember I played, it was not too long ago, I finished up the DLC.
Oh, you finished it?
Yeah, it was anticlimactic for the DLC anyways.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we beat the DLC final boss in the main game. Oh, very nice, very nice. Good job.
Good job.
Those are hard.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, because Nix was streaming yesterday and he was just, like, very frustrated of, like, not being able to beat the boss. But good job for beating it.
Yeah. No, yeah. The DLC boss was incredibly frustrating. Well, both of them are, but I was struggling.
I mean, like, I'm just looking at Elden Ring, and since I'm, like, a big, like, gamer, I was like, I would just be goofing around and just, like, running around and being like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, that's basically what I did. I just goofed around. With Elden Ring, you just kind of explore and stuff, so it's fine.
I mean, I do like that though, that they have the exploration as well as like the main bosses as well.
Yeah, that was like the other From Software games like Dark Souls, like it's a lot more like head down. You're just moving forward, which is good in its own way, but the open world of Elden Ring is a lot nicer in my opinion. So upset.
Yeah, I mean, like, I like the fact of just like, if I don't feel like fighting bosses, I can just do whatever, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely necessary in Elden Ring. You're upset you didn't finish the DLC boss in one sitting. Yeah, I can't remember how many tries it took me, but it was quite a few. It was a good couple of hours.
I mean, I get that though, because I saw that boss and I was just like, oh my god, like, how is anyone supposed to beat that guy?
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
Yeah. It's rough. It was a rough time. But or at least for the DLC, there's cute fanboy, so that made it so much better. Like all my pain went right away when I got hugged by that cute fanboy, so it's all good.
Maple, and she's just loving her fanboys. I love it.
Like, oh yeah, I don't mind being killed by this. I can die happy.
I love how every reaction is just pretty much like, oh yeah, but like I can let you step on me, I can let you kill me, like whatever.
For sure. If it's a cute fanboy doing it, then yeah. You missed the fanboy? You missed, oh, what was his name? Mikola? That was a cute fanboy. And then he hugs
Oh my god, I
you.
can't believe you missed the fanboy.
It's like a highlight of the DLC. It's the only reason we played it.
That was your like your rush of serotonin.
It's like,
Oh,
oh,
fanboy.
you gotta get to the end so we can meet fanboy. Yeah, the grab. It was the grab where like because one of the moves, oh, what's the word? It not entice, but like enchants you. Like the femboy hugs you and you like fall and then or fall for them, and if it does it twice, then you like serve him. Which honestly is like not a terrible way to go, if I'm being completely honest.
I mean, you're totally not wrong.
Yeah, like who
I
wouldn't?
mean, who wouldn't want to serve like you fanboy guys, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, that's fun. Good job on beating that. Those games are tough. I'd like to play more. 'Cause apparently I'm a masochist.
Like we are all a bit of a masochist. Like
Oh, look, anybody who plays those games, it's a little suspicious.
a little suspicious.
little
You all
bit.
are masochists deep down.
I mean, it's a lot of pain to endure for not much of a payoff, other than the fanboy. That's definitely worth it, but like regular Dark Souls games don't have too much payoff in my opinion. Yeah, Tones, you get a hug from him. He hugs you. So you should go play it now.
Tom is just as much down with the fanboy as you are.
For real. When you want the
What do you want?
It's okay.
Why do you want a fanboy to be an indentured servant to you instead of the other way around? I mean...
Either way works. I'm good with
Maple
either.
is so dumb bad and so funny. But I mean, like, honestly, you have a point. I will give you that there. Like having a servant would be fun as well. But I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind serving someone if they're a fanboy. You know, like I'm so dumb bad for that.
Yeah. I would serve a fanboy. I would do it. Sometimes you want to step on it, sometimes you want to be stepped on. I believe they call that a switch tones.
Oh my god, yeah. But I mean, I get that though. Toast is absolutely correct.
Yeah, I feel like there is not enough femboys in video games. We need more.
I mean, honestly, they should have like a fanboy in every game. Like, I would be so down. Like, yeah, like, let's go. More variety and representation for the fanboys.
I would play so many games if that was the case.
Maybe we're just sitting in a room fangirling about all the fanboys. I mean, love it.
Of course. We're getting there. Oh, is there like one on the horizon that's they're thinking of tones? If so,
yeah, exactly.
let me know.
Share your knowledge.
I'm very interested.
I want to be like a fangirl with the fanboys.
Protest for femboy representation. Yes, I will be there. Oh, there's one.
Maple would be the main leader of that contest.
No, we're just getting there. Oh darn! I was hoping for something. There's one. Not that I. I don't know how to say this. It was a visual novel. That I actually played a demo of. It's called Girls, Girls, Girls.
Uh-huh.
And it was all femboys, and I really want to play it. but
Oh my god, I would be living.
it's kind of sus. So I can't exactly do it on stream, and I don't exactly have the time.
I mean, I would be so down though. Like that sounds like a lot of fun. I mean, we're in ads, but that is okay.
Yeah, that's all right. No, nobody needs
But
to
just
listen to
like,
me fawning over fanboys right now.
but I mean, honestly though, like having that game of just being fanboys, like I feel like playing that now. Like even though it sucks that I can't stream it, but just like in my downtime of just being like, hell yeah, let's go.
I really want to play it. I've been meaning to get like to save up for like a Steam Deck or something, because I have so many visual novels that I want to play, but I don't really want to. I kind of need to like not be at my desk to play them. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I mean, like ambition novels are usually quite long as well. Like, but I like playing them a lot. Like I just like a lot of the collabs I do is like voicing different characters, whether it's like Ekri, Richter, or like Sirius or something like that. But I really enjoy it a lot. Like it's always so much fun to play. Like if you guys ever do like collabs, like we want to play like visual novels that's not mega sus, so you can actually stream them, I would be so down.
I'm sure I have some in my library that aren't sus.
Some is the key word.
One or two.
But I mean, yeah. I mean, in general, like we have just established that fanboys are just the best. Okay, like that's the best
We
character prototype.
I won't even hide it. It is. I've even like been interested in Guilty Gear, although Bridget's technically not a fanboy, but still. I've been interested, even though I'm not into fighting games at all. I wanted to play Guilty Gear.
Like you're just on a
for
mission
Bridget.
to find every cute fanboy that you can find.
I think like she's technically trans, but still worth.
But that's still valid though. Like even if they're trans, like awesome.
I am still down bad.
Oh gosh. Like where were we before we got into this?
I don't know.
Like...
We were talking about traveling, and then Elden Ring.
Oh yeah, that's true. The traveling, yeah. I mean, like I've just been like, like traveling a lot in Europe, but like I've never traveled like in Asia. So like that's definitely a big thing of like I want to do this. Like I want to go to Japan, China, Korea, like Philippines, and like all around like in Asia. That would be so much fun.
Yeah, that would be really fun. I feel like I feel like I would probably travel to like Korea and Japan. Those are the two that I think I'd be most interested in.
I mean, like both countries combine my two like interests of like being down bad for anime and K-pop. Like I would be thriving. But I mean, just going around and like eating all of the food as well. Like I'm such a big foodie when it comes to like Asian food. Like oh my god.
Yes,
like,
the food.
Yes.
No, yeah, I absolutely love Asian food as well. It's my go-to if I'm ever like I want to order out.
But honestly though, like I mean, I remember when I was in Philly, like they had such good like Asian foods, and it was just like amazing. I was like, oh my god, like I can't believe you guys have this much good Asian food. Like, where have you been all my life? Like all of the good Asian food, like maybe not all of them, but like a lot of them are in like Stockholm, and then I need to travel for several hours to get there.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
It's worth it for the food.
I have to spend an entire day to go there, but it's worth it.
I mean, honestly, I mean, I would be like Sometimes I just want to go to Stockholm and take in an hotel and just like eat my way through the city and then just go home and be satisfied and be like, yeah, I did that.
That sounds like a
moving
great
on.
weekend.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess just say it. I live in Seattle. They have lots of good restaurants there, and it's like the same. It's like a couple hours away, so every once in a while, I'll go down and gorge myself for in ramen and or Korean barbecue or something like that.
I mean, honestly, as you should. I agree with you, Queen. Oh, what's that? Nothing. Banana bread? Oh my god, thank you.
Oh, you got
Love
banana
you.
bread? I'm jealous.
Yeah, but we was just like, here you go, banana bread. It's like, oh, thank you.
Delivered banana bread. Man. I gotta make some banana bread now.
Like everything that is baked. Like, I just love baking a lot. So like, I make like cakes
Yeah.
and like buns and stuff. Like it's so good.
Yeah, same. I used to be super into baking. I haven't done it in a long time, but we'd always like keep our overripe bananas in the freezer, and now we just have like 20 bananas in there that I'm like, I need to make a ton of banana bread out of this.
I mean, honestly though, like, I just love the fact that we can just freeze stuff and then like as soon as it starts going bad, and then we can just make something out of it. Like, that's very, very tasty. Like banana bread or like banana smoothies. Oh my god, I love smoothies so much.
I haven't had a smoothie in a long time.
Girl, you should. Like, smoothies are good for you. They're so good.
I know. They should be. I should have them. They're just, I don't know, something about them, they seem like a pain to make.
Girl, you just put like milk and fruit in a blender. What are you on about?
But I'd have to get the blender out and then like put the stuff in and figure out what stuff to put in. This is a whole thing.
It's not a big process. Oh my god, you just take out the blender, plug it into the electricity outlet and put in milk and fruit, and then you mix it up. Oh my god, you make it more complicated than it needs to be.
Just milk and fruit. It's not just milk and fruit though. It's like you put some ice in there too. See, that's a whole nother step.
Do you need to be fancy with the ice? No, toast being yummy with you is a process.
I don't know. Something in my brain just is like, that's complicated. You should go make banana bread instead.
I feel like, oh, like that's complicated. No, it's not.
I don't know. I don't know why it's in my brain is like this. Because I would be like, I'd much rather make cookies or banana bread than make a smoothie.
Girl, that is that is so much longer than like making cookies or like banana bread. Takes so much longer than making a smoothie. What are you on about?
Okay. Here's my other argument. It's also loud. And so like,
oh no, it will be on for like what, a minute?
Yeah, it'll be so loud and it will slightly bother somebody, maybe.
But like, as long as you're in the kitchen, like I feel like you probably will not care if you're using the blender. Like, it's a different story if you go in the middle of the night, like right now maybe, and then it's just like, what are you doing? You're like, oh, I'm just making a smoothie. But if you make it in the morning, like, who cares?
I mean, that's true.
I know, I'm right. You have no arguments against me.
Yeah, I don't have an argument. Other than my brain is weird and thinks it's a big deal.
Your brain likes to overcomplicate
It
things. My God.
is. It is. No, like really, when I'm making coffee, I'll like take the coffee grinder into like the laundry room and like shut the door so that it's not too loud for everybody.
Maple, please.
Or I'll even like go into the garage and do it, and so it's like far
Into the
away.
garage?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Look, I get worried I'm too loud sometimes.
Like, it's a different thing if, like, my mom would be starting to vacuum the entire house at, like, 6 a.m.
Oh yeah, I would never do that.
But, like, using the coffee or anything like that at, like, I don't know, like, whenever you guys start waking up, that's not a problem. And exactly those extra steps.
I don't know why my brain is like this.
Your brain likes to overthink in the most weird ways.
It really does. Like, oh no, you
Like, I
can't.
have an overthinking brain as well, but that's mostly like more with like people. Like, did I offend them, as I said earlier, or anything like that? But like, being like afraid of being like, oh, I can't be too loud. Like, I only have that mindset like in the middle of the night, whenever my twin is like, oh, I'm gonna go to sleep. I was like, shoot, I need to be quiet. Or, like, I don't want to wake them up. But like right now, like they just came with banana bread, and I was like, now I can be how loud I want, like me screaming to the mic, but you know.
I don't know why I'm like this. But yeah, I guess I'll go make a smoothie tomorrow then. Since it's such not a big deal.
You gotta do something with the bananas, you know?
That's true.
But oh my god, like I love how the conversations can just derail so much. Like I don't even know how we got there, but it's so fun as hell.
I don't know. How did we get to smoothies?
Oh yeah, I started with banana bread.
Oh yeah. But no, banana bread's really good. I like.
Yeah.
Okay, do you put if you make banana bread, you put chocolate chips in it, right?
Oh, like we usually, like, it depends, like if we have chocolate chips, because like Sweden is not big on having like chocolate chips just on hand. It's more like that's a very American thing. I feel like with having like just chocolate chips, and it's very accessible like that. So like we usually make it sometimes, so if we have it at hand, but if we don't, we just simply skip the chocolate.
That makes sense. Yeah, I feel like I was talking to somebody who was like amazed that I put chocolate chips in my banana bread, and I was like, I always do.
Like, what do you mean? That's totally normal.
Like, do you not have chocolate chips in your banana bread?
Have I been lied to my entire life?
But yeah, no, yeah, it's like the one thing though I would never do is put like walnuts or something in banana bread. I'm not into nuts in my baking goods.
I mean, I feel like it's totally fine though. Like my parents, because like my dad, like he's very strict about like not eating sugar, at least like white sugar. So he uses a lot of like nuts and stuff like in his, like if he bakes something, it probably has some kind of nuts in it, like yeah, walnuts or something like that, or like peanuts. Like thankfully we're not like
fanboy nuts though.
I mean,
I don't know about Nadja's family, but in my baking, I would be welcomed.
oh my god. Like,
anyways,
no.
continue.
Thomas, what are you on about?
Wait, what? Just nuts from the wall? What kind of... In the window? What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I swear to God, every time we toast, whenever he says something, I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, very random. I never understand what you're talking about.
To the window, to the wall. I get the walnut nuts from the wall thing. I don't
What?
understand the window part. It could be my 1 a.m. brain working, but...
Oh yeah, it's 1 a.m. already. You should go to sleep though, like it's getting late.
I probably should. I have to get up at 9 to get my stitches out, hopefully.
Never mind joke with overhead, but like what joke is that? Can you explain? Like I am dumb. You're friends with 2 dumb bitches, you know? It's 3 a.m. and then you see the cast. Like, why are you still awake? Go to sleep.
No, I tell Tones this all the time that he needs to go to sleep. And I always get mad at him because he stays up way later than me and it's like 3 or 4 a.m. for him. I don't know how he can function with that.
I mean, honestly, I don't know either. Like, every time I see Tones awake at like 9 to 10 p.m., I'm just like, or like a.m. in like my time, I was like, Tones is really fucking late. What are you doing?
We worry about you, Tones. It's not healthy.
Yeah, get some good sleep in. Feed your cats and go to bed.
But yeah, I guess this would be a good time for me to end and go to sleep.
Yeah, I feel so.
But thank you for hopping on stream and chatting.
Yeah, of course. It's always fun just to hang, chat, and like catch up with you. But like, it's been a while.
It
know?
has. It has. It hasn't. It feels like not that long ago that I streamed with you, but it apparently has been a couple of months.
But that's what I said though. Like, time passes so strangely fast.
It does. It does. Yeah.
But wait for cookies. Like, okay, fine. Like, you are pardoned. Cookies are important, but so is sleep. Okay.
Sleep is just as important as cookies. It's my wisdom for you, Tones. But okay, we should definitely do more streams together, Nadja. Just let me know, and I'll think too. If there's anything going on.
Yeah, of course. And also remember, I'm holding you to that One Piece promise.
Okay, yes, yeah. Well, I'll watch One Piece with you guys. I promise. I'll get into it. Because you're my friends.
You're my friend, and I love you so much.
Yes. Alright. Thank you all for joining. This was fun. I had a lot of fun. And I hope everybody had fun. My brain is dead.
Absolutely not. You're not sitting down and editing right now. Go to bed.
Don't. No. Yes, we should all go to sleep, or if you're in a crazy time zone like Nadja, go hang out with friends. But anyway. I
mean, like, because Nyx has the same time zone as you, Maple, so you should also go to sleep.
Oh, yes, Nyx, go to sleep too. If you haven't already. I don't know what my schedule is next week, but I'll post a schedule soon. Where can people find you, Nadja?
Yeah. Like all my friends being like American or Canadians, like, oh my god.
But yeah, go follow Nadja if you haven't. I'll do a cool shout out.
A cool shout out.
A cool shout out.
Like a real professional yapper streamer indeed.
Yeah. Look at that. I'm like a real streamer.
Let's go.
Okay, well, I'll talk to you all later. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Yeah, bye.